No, I don't have a video. We just
Can
wait 30
anyone
seconds.
hear us now?
Oh, I can't hear the stream. That's fantastic.
It's also on brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's very on
And then you
brand.
see the dungeon master moving his head around in on the little windows, but that's it. Because I was just testing it, because I had like audio off on my computer, but I just tested the audio on my computer and not hearing us on the computer, and then I had it on my phone, wasn't hearing us on the phone, and I thought maybe it's just my devices, and then I tested a couple other videos, and no, it's us. I know, but like I'm not hearing anything right now.
Okay, stream is good.
Oh, nope! I got audio.
You got
Yeah.
audio?
I got audio.
All right. Well, welcome to TPK. I don't know how much you guys missed,
I
but
don't know what's
we were
happening.
off for like 5 weeks because some of us were sick and then some of us had, real jobs to attend to.
And we're living our best lives. Not naming names, Maddie, but
You pick which one you think it is in the comments.
Right?
Everybody's. The answer is everybody's. It was a
Yes.
trick question.
fair.
But we picked up where we left off. Willow and Esmeralda saw their own eyes in the wall and decided to keep going forward. And now they are coming across more walls made of flesh and even more eyeballs, all of which, from each of your perspectives, seem to be your own eyes, staring right back at you, following you as you move through this area.
I want to look at an eye that Esmeralda is looking at. Do I see my eye or hers?
Yours.
Oh, okay, cool.
Every
That's great.
eye seems to be your own eye.
Right.
Didn't know I had that many eyes. Shit.
Willow, I think now would be the time for you to at least alert the others that we've arrived.
Okay. And she's gonna get off of Tug and go into the Goodberry thing, cart.
You get off and your feet kind of sink into the ground just a little bit. There's just a little bit of give there, like you're standing on a couch of some kind, but it's a little more taut. It's more like leather in a way. And yeah, that's just what you're walking across as you get back into the Goodberry and go and retrieve your two friends.
I knock on Annalise's door first.
Her mother's a monkey.
Oh, okay, she's passed out, and I open the door and walk in and try to nudge her awake. Wow, my brain's not working today.
What's going on? What?
So there's a bunch of flesh and eyes out there.
Is that where
I think we're
go?
here.
Ah,
I think we're
okay.
here.
I'm
Okay.
coming.
Okay. Are you gonna
Boy.
need coffee or something?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yep, totally believe you.
I haven't not all been sleeping for the past 5 weeks. I'm fine.
She hasn't
Okay.
had her primordial cuddles.
That's true.
I'm gonna go get Vontharn. So just be prepared for a bunch of flesh and eyes out there.
When you get to my room,
And I knock.
Willow. Yep.
Yep, okay. Figure that. So I open and I try to nudge her awake as well.
Try finding her underneath a bunch of pillows.
Do I see Vontharn?
Her tail is just out of from underneath the pillows. Just
I don't know, make a perception check.
Do I have to?
Yeah. Make a perception
Oh my
check.
god.
It's been 5
Vontharn, make a stealth check.
Okay.
For perception, okay.
Make a perception check.
Oh fuck. Oh, I don't know where my tablet is. Oh no.
That happened before.
Those are Carl dice. There they go.
Oh my god, hold on.
Okay, stealth.
Wait, are you actively trying to stealth?
No, Ryan wanted me to make a stealth check to see how much pillow cover I have, and that is an 18.
19.
Hey,
No.
blatant tail sticking out of from underneath the pillows.
Yeah,
just
yeah, you walk in and you just see a big pile of plushies on the bed. And then you're like, well, fuck, I'm never gonna find her in this. And then you just see a small little wave of a tiger's tail off in the corner.
I start removing the pillows from Vontharn.
She's just like on her. She's just like kind of curled up, kind of on her belly, but it's like all curled up and it's like going.
I poke her shoulder. Hey, Vontharn. You good? You waking up?
Big old tiger young. Yeah, what's up?
Well, the teeth.
There's a bunch of eyes and flesh out there if you want to go see.
Oh shit, we're here, aren't we?
Yeah, we think so.
Fuck. Okay, I'm getting up. A big stretch. Okay, let's go.
And I go back out.
Assume the two of you also get dressed, unless you're
Yes.
sleeping in your armor.
Yeah.
No, get definitely getting dressed and whatnot.
Okay.
Vontharn doesn't really sleep in the nude anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you don't sleep in your armor.
No, not unless we're in the middle of like going through and still doing combat shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the two of you make your way outside, and instantly you feel that same, like, give to the floor underneath your feet when you step outside. And there's just this swoosh and this, like, just every time you pick up your feet.
That's disgusting.
By this point, I'm back on Tug.
And then you also look at the walls, and they're covered in these different eyeballs. All of them, your own eyes looking back at you.
Real quick, out of character question.
Yep.
For like for your world setting and whatnot. There are shoes that are custom made for pawed feet, right? Like special shoes for people that have more paw-like feet. Instead of normal
I
human
would say
feet.
that there would be, but it's on you to go get them. That would be me saying that.
I know, like, and Vontharn would have a pair. It's just I'm wanting to make sure, that there is something for that in his world,
I mean, theoretically there could be, but
or at least some
Most
kind
of
of like sandal.
most of the time, I don't think many people would use them unless they know they're going to be in a situation like this. Because like the padding on your feet kind of acts as a natural shoe.
Why do I
fair.
remember in her character arc she has sandals on?
Yeah, like some kind of sandal, or at least in the character design, she has like some kind of like open-toed boot. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
any shoe designed for feet like yours would instantly inhibit your ability to move.
Okay. So she's basically just feeling all this in between her
Oh
toes.
yeah,
And...
it's
Oh.
in between the toes and
Ew.
the paws.
Oh,
Gross.
That's why I was
That's
asking.
gross.
Okay.
Oh.
No, no.
Ugh. Are you seeing these eyes?
It's not helping. I think I'm having to use the eyes as a distraction from what I feel in between my toes. This is not.
I'm gonna poke one of them with my sword.
Hey, Vontharn, maybe you should get into the cab with Esmeralda.
You do. You push your sword through one of the eyeballs, and it pops.
Ugh.
It leaks
Damn.
fluid.
What
Oh,
else just that? Oh,
Yummy.
God. That's a visual.
I don't think that's the right adjective.
So glad I haven't eaten yet.
Just wanted to see what would happen, and now I know. Hey, I'm gonna get up on like the side of the cart, so I'm not walking in the slop.
I'm gonna get in the little whatever Lilo just called it with Esmeralda. Do prestidigitation as I'm getting in to clean my feet.
Annalise, what is your AC?
Ah,
Oh,
it
no.
is 15.
what?
What?
Probably gonna take psychic damage or something.
Or unless
Right.
you.
As you climb up onto the side of the Goodberry, much like you did during the chase scene with the Yeti, you see a bolt stick into the side of the Goodberry, and you look up from where it came, and you see a figure with a crossbow aimed down at you, already reloaded.
Does this figure look humanoid or like an illithid or like?
It looks humanoid.
Oh, do I see this?
Did we hear
Yeah,
this?
you all see it by now.
I'm gonna draw and aim at whoever it is.
Get
Hello.
my hands in.
We come in peace.
I'm gonna cast light.
Not if they're shooting at us, we don't.
You cast the light, and there is a figure in a helmet with like it has this sort of, like, it's a full head helmet, face and all, but the face is kind of in the style of a plague doctor's mask.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Approve.
There are like lenses over it that seem to have this sort of like tintish green to them, and then the clothes that this person is wearing, male presenting, and they're torn, they're ragged. There's a sword at his hip that seems to be rusted and dented. And yeah, he just looks at you. He lowers the crossbow a little bit.
Start lowering my hands a little bit.
Hello.
Who are you?
I could ask you all that same question.
Would any of us recognize that voice?
No.
Okay.
We were sent.
Us travelers.
We were sent here on royal business.
That.
We're
That's
also-
too.
And we're also looking for Rovalyn and Tora Meldon.
And at that, he raises the crossbow again at you. And what might you want with them?
I'm Vontharn Meldon. I'm their little sister.
One of many.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn it. Okay.
Who's not lying?
With
not
advantage,
lying.
or just-
I know, that's
Persuasion,
why-
not deception.
Yeah,
Can
just
I
because
tap,
you're not lying doesn't mean he
Can I
believes
tap her
you.
with guidance?
It's a dirt.
No. Yes.
Yeah, you're right next to her.
Okay. Sure. Guidance.
So D4 as well?
Yeah. D4,
Okay.
baby.
So that's a total of 22.
All right. You know, mate, that's too stupid to be true, to be a lie. Okay.
I've met her family. It's a lot. She's not fucking lying.
He puts the crossbow on his back. All right. So, you're a Meldon. Who are the rest of you then?
These are my
friends
friends.
of the Meldons.
Yeah,
Kind of adopted sister of her.
this one is at least. The rest are to follow.
Right.
That's not a
And
sentence
you're
I ever
here
thought I'd
on-
say.
Royal business. Quick question. Which royalty? There's a lot of them.
The Baron
Erlon.
of... The Baron Umbrio.
Right, Erlonian. Okay, sure, I guess. Follow me.
Yeah, okay.
As he begins to lead the way, you notice now that there's actually like 12 more people, all with similar dress and like ratty attire, all wearing some sort of metal helmets. Some of them have the full face, some of them don't.
I'm
And you kind of start
looking.
escorting
go ahead.
you in a direction. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm basically just looking to see if like maybe there's any familiar faces or in particular if I can spot the other orphan that was there, the boy. That would be Derek.
Oh, wait, I thought we confirmed that he, like, died.
No, that was Taylor,
Oh, that was the
girl.
chick.
No,
The
but
girl
but,
died.
but he died trying to save her life. So he basically, I thought he fought off some illithids. Remember, he had the note for.
She did.
No, but the note was written by him to the. Oh my God, the woman in the coin clergy,
Yeah.
and saying that if
Oh,
you're
that's
reading this,
right.
it means I did not make it. You know, I try to save her as much as I can. And I
That's
thought-
right.
Right.
And then
We
by the
also
time we
don't-
got there, she was being brain eaten.
Right, but we don't know how long it took her to get from around here to there. So there's a possibility, very small chance, that he's possibly still alive, still fighting, not dead yet. It's it's one of those, hey, if you're reading this, I'm already gone sort of thing.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check just to see what I see?
Sure.
All right. So yeah, you guys.
Oh, and I'm on Tug.
Mm-hmm. And I bet Tug loves the feeling of flesh underneath his hooves.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure he does.
I'm sure
Just-
he's saying just such kind, nice, poetic things.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's a non-stop string of complaints and slurs. It is so fucked.
How's a 28 for perception?
Okay.
Yeah, you notice pretty much everything around you, but there's not really much to notice other than more eyeballs, more of these refugee-looking people. You're the first to notice the small encampment that you guys are coming across, and to that end, you guys are actually led back the way you came a little bit. Instead of further in, you guys are led backwards, back to where there is stone, and back to where there are no eyeballs around here. And then you are led into this small, like, alcove cave, and as you get through, you know, you're kind of like, you walk through this sort of like line of darkness. Like, you look into the cave from the outside, and it's just pitch black inside. But you walk into it, and you seem to, like, walk through the blackness like it's a curtain. And on the other side, there is these gigantic luminous crystals forming out of the edges of the chamber in there. And there's this sort of, like, small little alcove of water, like an aquifer, off in the distance. Seemingly fresh water, if anybody gives a taste to it at all. And then there is this sort of, like, on the sort of, like, quote-unquote beach, there's this sort of shanty town type thing of just makeshift buildings, some of it carved out of rocks, maybe with magic, maybe with tools, and then, like, people are just setting up this little, like, it's just a refugee camp. And then you see out, as you're being led through this town, you see towards the center, there are two people kind of just giving out orders. One of them a small tabaxi with different colored stripes on their face, horns coming out of their head, and two small little, like, demonesque wings and a short demon tail. The other one, humanoid in nature, but also has a pair of like folded white, sort of like angel type wings with a sort of flat, bluish, scaled tail with scales and claws going up his arms. You see your brother and sister.
Bravo, Tora!
And Vontharn just like makes a fucking dash to those two.
As you do, they look at you, and as Bravlin turns, you see only one of his arms is there. And the sleeve is tied in a knot where his arm used to be.
How close does Vontharn get when she finally sees that?
Yeah, not that close. I mean, he turns to look at you almost immediately, and as he does, you notice that.
There's like a slight moment's pause, but she's gonna keep running so that way she could get hug the both of them. Like, she's more concerned about them being alive and okay in over them.
And mostly in one piece.
Yes, mostly in one piece. But yeah, she'll basically just go and hug the both of them.
Yeah, and they just look at you like, what the? How did? I told you not to come here.
Well, there was a lot more going on out there, too. And, Boblin, what happened?
Oh, just merely a flesh wound.
We'll have to see about getting that fixed up, and maybe at some point, but how?
That would be an impressive feat of magic, little sister.
That would be, but still, like, what all has happened here so far? Like, what have you guys found out?
At this point, have the rest of us made it over there?
Yeah. So, first of all, why are you here?
To help with this, we were basically, me and my friends here, we were sent on royal duty by the Baron Asmari, what's his name again?
Umbriel,
your
yes.
mentor,
sent us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit must be
Richard's
bad
been-
if he's actually sending people to come down here and look for us.
Yeah, Richard's been sending people.
Oh, right.
Well, you just know I'm a stick.
Yep, so do we.
Like
Anyway,
you guys already.
well, are you a ranger?
Apprentice.
Oh, this is Willow. The rest of the family have already met her, and everyone
That
else
was
really
an
likes her.
experience.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, you all have been to...
No,
been to...
no,
Well,
just me.
No.
Asmari
And
and
just
Annalise
me, and
had
it was-
yet to
So,
visit.
Willow
You two
crafted
are-
dates.
No,
Mm-mm,
no.
mm-mm.
Love her and all, but no.
No,
okay.
if anything, technically Willow here has been adopted by our family.
Still don't know how that happened.
Technically, Willow's new
Yeah.
adopted little
That
sister.
tracks. Yeah, alright, that tracks. Okay, this is great and all, but maybe we should, like, head somewhere where we can discuss things
Mm.
a little bit more privately.
But out here in the open where everyone can see and hear, surrounded by a flesh city with eyes, isn't your ideal place to have a conversation? What's wrong
No.
with you?
No, it's not.
Weirdos.
Why would that...
This is Annalise.
I don't recognize you.
Would
We
you
have a cart.
normally?
Well, I mean, I spent a good deal of time on Twin Spire Island, and I went to
Oh.
school with everybody who went to school there, and you seem like...
I didn't get out much. Don't worry about it.
We didn't
Also,
go to
both
the
of you
academy.
assume,
Well, you don't
you-
look like you were,
just assume that's where I'm from. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You're a merfolk. They're all from there.
There are also
What's
some
your point?
Anyway, we have a
Met
cart
your family?
if we want
Like
to
a
go talk in
mishmash of
there.
everything
How
on
about-
this entire
You know, you've got a point there. Let's get out of here.
How about instead we find somewhere out here where we can speak in private, please? And leave
Yeah.
the irrelevant information out of the conversation.
Never. Everything is
You
relevant.
have met Annalise, correct?
I wasn't referring to her,
Is there
darling.
a place that we can go to discuss things further?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Well,
Right,
let's go,
right.
everyone.
Let's go.
Anyway,
As you just see Prophet sitting there, dying.
very
laughing
obvious
whole
you guys
thing.
are related.
Yeah.
So obvious.
Or,
So they lead you off to this sort of central hut thing, and they lead you in, and Tora waves her hand over the doorway, and a shimmer goes around the room, and then kind of just disappears.
Okay, so this is probably the only safe place to talk in this entire area. So, give me what you got.
Is Tug with me, by the way? Did he come in with me or no?
No.
Okay.
it's
So-
funny to have Tug in the tent.
It's been
So
funny
can
for
we
her to
just
have a
do-
conversation while still on the horse.
Yeah.
So can we do like a power word blah to them to catch them up on everything?
Sure.
I don't see why
Okay.
not.
Okay.
2 hours later.
Maybe let's also keep out this happenings in Grey Cap, please.
2 hours later.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So, First of all, can I just say, really proud of you, little sister. You've made a lot of progress in a very short amount of time.
Yeah,
All
I'm
things considered.
surprised. I'm surprised too, considering that, like, when all this started for me, I was about to get my head sliced in half by bandits.
Do you know where these bandits are, by chance?
I do not know.
I'll find them.
Yeah, they were basically along the road going towards.
Vontharn,
Well-
I thought you disposed of all of them.
Well, there
Whoa.
was a good chunk of them I disposed of, but then they caught me. Like that arrow that got me.
Right,
that you
right,
took
right.
out.
And then you fell out the sky. Yeah. Good times, good times.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they
Well-
were on the road going towards Goldfield and Goldfield. From what I remember.
You were protecting a package that was being sent to Goldfield's capital.
Yes, Goldfield and Goldfield.
Yeah,
New
the
York,
naming
New York.
schemes around here are real fucking weird.
Right.
You should really talk to somebody about that.
As if we have the power to, for the areas.
Well, your family is of the barony, is it not?
Yes, well, still. I think you
Take a
mistake
look.
who has power here.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that caravan, that shipping wagon made it to its destination. Hopefully,
Let's hope so.
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, either way, here's what we know so far. The Citadel, or the city, popped up a few weeks ago. Started pushing out not only cities and civilians, but also just rock in general. It started making space in the earth for itself,
Yeah, that's
converting
Sorry, go ahead.
converting many of the rock mass into the flesh you saw earlier.
Yeah, that's what Kevin the Kobold said when we asked him about that.
Interesting source of information, but
Can confirm. Anyway, there seems to be a creature at the head of the city, in the central citadel itself. Something calling the shots. We don't know what it is, but it's able to control beholders, illithids, mind flayers, aboleths, all sorts of aberrations. Aberrations that would never work together under any other circumstance. They've been rounding up people from the surrounding underground cities, and they've been forcing them to build more of the city and extend more of its influence out further and further. What they're looking for or what they're after, we have no idea.
I mean, unless it has something to do with all of the
What's the stone called again that produces magic? That
Lacrum.
Lacrum.
Yeah. Unless it has something to do with all the lacrum crystals in these mines.
The lacrum have existed in these mines for eons, since the primordial age. I don't know what about them would summon this thing now as opposed to any of the time before.
As Vontharn is... Yeah, Vontharn was actually thinking the same thing. When did Massey show up?
I was literally thinking that too. When did we wake up Massey?
So Vontharn
Massey-
and... I would imagine Vontharn and Annalise would probably look at each other and be
Massey
like,
has always been, if all of you are thinking what I'm thinking, Massey has been awake in that cave for quite some time. He was trapped
When did
there.
he evolve?
Yes, but he wasn't conscious.
Right, he
He
was
was-
unconscious. He was placed there.
And there was a seal,
Right,
wasn't there?
right. But I do not believe that by the time we opened and released him, all of these were...
You also
That's what-
didn't open the seal that was there.
Right. Remember, we escaped through different means. We went to hell originally. So we never
Right.
actually released the seal. We never went out.
We found a loophole.
We did.
Right,
You
And
also
additionally-
didn't release any seal to get in,
And
which is where the seal was.
Right.
right.
And additionally, this seemingly coordinates with the same events that happened in Westmarsh with the Red Dragons. And
I'm sorry, there's what now?
Red Dragon wormlings in
gosh,
Westmarsh. You're very misinformed.
Every
This was
thief
before
is
I
like-
joined, though. This happened before I joined.
Like I said, it would seem to be a construing of events that triggered all at once within each fiefdom.
Would
Including
this
this.
have
Well, that's inconvenient.
No
would
shit.
this have to do with
and she looks to Esmeralda.
that one person?
It is a possibility, but I do not believe one person, however powerful, could be capable of doing this without some more information
Maybe
and some more
his
power on the side.
like his followers.
Out of character, we are talking about Mirren, right?
I'm talking about Chartreuse.
Well, I was actually...
Chartreuse was working for Mirren.
Chartreuse
Yeah.
was working
Yeah,
for
Mirren.
Mirren. He was
Oh, yeah.
underneath his cult.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
Mirren bullshit
Yes.
then. Yeah.
hmm So it may be so. However, what we're doing is essentially picking up the pieces before everything falls. That's
Trying
why
to
we're
Right.
here.
refortify the walls.
Right. Well then. That is a task I do not envy.
Right.
Well,
However,
if you're here and you're here to help, then I say we let them.
we
Tora, we couldn't. It's.
Says the one without the arm. Bravo.
You know what? That's not here nor there. I have had a lot more experience with these. And he just kind of looks at everybody just staring at him and kind of just stops talking as he
I'm
realizes
looking
he's
at
way
him like
outnumbered.
mom looks at us.
Yeah, he just like, I'm outnumbered. I'm gonna give up now. He doesn't even.
understand
Especially-
how you feel. However, all of us have little choice in the matter.
All right,
mention-
fine, whatever.
Getting back out of here is going to be its own set of challenges, so might as well go forward.
Oh yeah, especially since we went by this one area that is like really dangerous to those descended from the Fae.
And
Yeah.
she's pointing to Willow and Annalise.
Yeah, that's the Fey trap.
Yeah,
We know about it.
yeah.
pretty much everybody who lives around here knows about where the Fey Trap is and knows to steer clear from that.
See,
Since-
we got lucky because we also have this thing that allows us to talk with plants for a very short time, and the plants told us about it.
That was an experience.
That
It was fun,
Yeah.
that sounds
concerning?
that's a word.
Yeah, because my horse was very concerned about it.
You're
Out of character, I'm trying not to
I'm-
laugh. But Vontharn is like super serious. Like,
everything that comes out of your guys' mouth confuses me more and more.
though.
And that's
We're really
saying
good
something.
at that. We are really good at that.
Yeah.
Believe me, they're very good at it.
I think that's part of the reason why we have it. We still have yet to figure out like a group name for us, except for Waddle.
I love it.
No, wait, we're still trying to figure that out? I thought Waddle was official.
Well, it's
Technically,
incomplete.
the official name is the Hollow Striders.
Yeah, that didn't stick.
And,
Yeah.
I like Waddle better. I'm just going to put that one out there.
Hey,
Waddle was very good.
Absolutely.
What is?
So,
Does it like stand for something, or is it just waddle? Do you like to
Oh,
waddle
no.
around?
yeah, what does it stand for?
We'll worry about that later.
Well, I mean, if you insist, but I really want to know.
Same.
No,
Actually,
that
look
is
at
what it
that.
stands for.
worry about
W.W.A.T.L.E. Or W.W.A.T.L. Not E.
Well,
It was kind of this pep talk thing that happened, and then it became like a slogan, and then it became our name.
I love it. Absolutely.
That makes
Ditto.
sense.
Ditto. That is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, kind of
Yeah.
like how our family name just kind of got derived from our parents' group name, Melting Pot.
Fair.
Okay, well,
Back?
getting back to the point.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Point. My old foe.
Whatever this creature is at the center, it's getting stronger every time one of these new erections gets. I hate you all.
I tried so hard, man. You know how hard I tried.
On Maddie's face, and I was like,
I know. Once one person did it, I was like, I'm gonna break.
we tried.
What's
What's one of these new constructions?
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Okay, alright,
Once-
okay. Total seriousness.
Every time one of these
100%.
new construction
Mhm.
pops up.
It seems to get stronger.
Ugh.
What
It also is
instructions?
shortly inhabited by a more powerful
Version of one of its.
the three major races. We are suspecting these are each one of the creature's generals, so to speak.
We passed one being built on the way here.
Yeah. And we almost got captured by whoever it was that was running the place. We
It was
narrowly
still-
escaped.
Yeah. There have been two that have already been constructed. The third one is in the middle of construction as we speak.
And all of you, and you have contributed to saving these people that are out here.
We do what we can, but we're trying to form some sort of resistance to fight back.
What
People are scared, though. They don't want to get involved. They want to just stay where it's safe.
What have you
Hmm.
seen of the people that have been captured? Where are they located? Their patterns? Do they wear any sort of garb?
For the most part, we just kind of pick up the people who
Haven't been captured yet, who've been managed to avoid it for this amount of time, but
And none of them
One or
look
two
like
of the
they're
people-
under... Oh, sorry.
one or two
I was
of
also-
the people have been have escaped captivity somehow, some way. We didn't pry about it. We just kind of gave them a place to stay that was relatively safe.
Do you know?
Did they... Go ahead, sorry.
Do you know where this individual will be? Somewhere here.
There's a handful of them, yeah.
but I mean,
Ask around, I guess, if you want. We're worried about these citadels, these towers that have been constructed. Each one seems to grow the power and influence of the creature at the center exponentially.
I look at all of you. I believe that center is where we may have to be.
Yeah,
I
in order to use what we've been given.
I don't recommend it.
Again, little choice in the matter.
Yeah, you can thank
Kind of
Richard
what
for
we're
that
here to
part.
do.
well,
No, just call him Dick.
Yeah, you
You
can
can
thank
thank
Dick.
Dick.
For that part.
Oh, I'm sorry,
did-
Baron. Dick.
what did he send you with again?
She'll pull out the disc.
One of those things.
May I?
that
I'll
Just
hand
he
it
do
over.
takes
not
it.
break it.
And he looks at it.
Yes.
Ah.
Yep.
In that case, I think I have a plan.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't tell you what this does, otherwise the magic around it breaks, unfortunately. And he hands it back to you.
Yeah.
But I can tell you it will give us our best chance at defeating this creature, whatever it may be.
Hopefully.
However,
Sweet.
to increase the likelihood of that chance, I say, if you are all willing to join us in our endeavor, we have a small plan that we've been cooking forward, but we didn't know how to complete it until you showed up with that. But with that, and he looks to Tora, I think we might actually have a shot at pulling this off.
Do continue.
I lost my arm fighting that creature when it first showed up, before it gained all of its extra power.
Which one?
The
The
creature
big
at the
one?
center.
Oh. Shit.
We had to retreat, and we nearly didn't make it. It was only Tora's quick thinking that got us out of there. You're welcome.
As per
And
usual.
she will never let me live it down.
When
I have a question.
Mm.
Was it just the two of you in that fight, or was there anybody else?
We had a handful of other volunteers and adventurers from the surrounding cities joining us.
Did they survive?
Some of them.
Did you have any rangers with you?
No. No ranger.
Inside check.
Yeah, I want an insight check too.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, why would there be no rangers? Hold on.
Rangers typically work alone. So,
how's a 9?
How's a
How's an
13?
18?
Okay, 13 and what?
18.
18. Okay. He seems to be telling the truth to that 18 insight check. To the two of you, he's hard to read.
I totally believe him.
Uh,
100%.
Willow,
I'm-
you would know that in a situation like this, training kind of dictates that you would keep your distance unless absolutely necessary. It's an observe and report sort of position. And unless there's like an imminent threat that has to be taken care of, and like you don't have time to get the information to a superior, it would be just observe and then get back and report what you found. That's your main job, is information gathering. But if said information needs to be put on hold in order to, like, if there's an imminent threat to the kingdom, then you would take action and start like rallying troops and things like that. But if you were in the position and you saw somebody else rallying troops and doing a fairly good job of it, you would probably just keep your distance.
Okay.
And considering where you were told the body was found, it seems like they were probably trying to get the information back to the Baron as fast as possible, and died along the way.
Yay. Okay.
Lovely.
Right then, what is this plan that you both have been construing then?
Well, like we said, each of these towers seems to increase the creature's power and influence greatly. So it stands to reason that taking down the towers might do the opposite.
Yeah.
Are we gonna blow some shit up?
I hope so.
I'm hoping so too.
We have literally the perfect person.
Wait,
Yes.
Vontharn, how many of those seeds do we have?
She pulls out the one.
Are you talking about these?
She pulls out the 1 pound bag of
No,
the
the
pumpkin.
other seeds, darling.
Oh, I have 3 of those big ones. Yum, yum.
That's an idea.
That is an idea.
Are you
isn't
thinking
it?
what I'm thinking? Yum, yum.
I am.
It
It might
The
be a
issue
bit
I
dangerous.
see with it is,
though.
what if it doesn't grow up fast enough?
Do you
She looks back to Problem and Tora.
do you know of anybody who have the magical ability to just take a day to make things grow quickly?
Basically, she's asking if they know a druid that can do.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I don't know of anybody. You're welcome to look around. What is your idea?
So, a little while back, we had a job of clearing out a cursed patch of pumpkins. And there was a giant sentient pumpkin that tried to eat us, and I collected 3 of its seeds.
Oh,
The
And
rest
you
of
want-
them,
and you want to plant these seeds at these 3 towers?
At least as a distraction for the Earthids.
yeah.
Then we blow up the towers.
The seeds of the smaller ones are the ones that give us the ability to talk to plants.
Okay, that's
1 minute per seed.
that's okay. Yeah. We'll explore that. That's not what we were planning.
Well,
What?
y'all didn't let us in on your plan,
Sure, it's
so
good.
I'm sure we can figure out a way to integrate these.
I mean,
two
I
plants
was
together.
about to, but you guys keep just randomly interjecting with giant pumpkin seeds.
Mhm.
you have met your sister, correct?
I bet you're
My
fat.
sister, yes. The rest of you are just as bad.
I glanced at Admiral to see her face for that comment. Oh, absolutely.
We have our own points of chaos in this group.
I can tell, and I,
I don't
love
know
it.
what you're talking about. I'm not chaotic at all.
You have your own kind of chaos.
Oh, you're the
It's more
worst
of a-
one, aren't you?
Yes, she
Yes.
is.
Just
all
all 3 of
the
you at
worst
once.
one.
Yes.
She apparently got herself thrown into jail at one point.
Got a little shit.
I was trying to get
who
her
hasn't?
boots. I was trying to get Colleen boots because she said she needed boots.
Yes,
And
but
Oh,
only
apparently
I-
you
you would
threatened to
turn.
shoot.
You would.
Okay. All right. Before we get even further off topic,
She apparently threatened the cobbler in the process.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Shut
not
that
threaten him.
track.
I specifically said I wasn't threatening him.
I cover her mouth.
And I specifically
I
said
cover her mouth in right
I
now.
specifically said I wasn't going to.
Anyway, shall we continue with this plot?
Yes.
as it stands, we know where one of the spires has been constructed,
Yeah.
and that seems to be the one you passed on the way in.
So what we saw was maintenance crew, kind of.
Yup.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, you passed a illithid, you said, on the way in, a sort of supervisor type.
Yes.
Multiple
Yeah.
elephants chasing us.
Yeah.
Well,
and,
mind flayers, the illithids are the leaders.
Mhm.
yeah. And I think, yeah. Well,
There
did
was
we
one-
actually?
There was one
Oh.
in particular that seemed a bit different than the rest.
Or in
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
That would be the illithid.
Yeah.
Would be.
Well, from what we can tell, it seems that it's the generals themselves that give the creature at the center its power.
Oh.
If we take them down, we weaken it.
So
Good.
we need to take not also the tower down, but also the Illithids themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Which on one hand, it does kind of suck because I have been told that some of these, was it the Illithid or Mind Flare that were already kind of citizens in this area before they came and before the rest came and then just kind of hive mind them all.
Well, the mind flares were always a hive mind, but the hive mind that they serve also serves this thing, whatever it is, seemingly.
Okay.
So, whatever we've heard some talk between the creatures, from what we could understand, and they seem to refer to this thing as some sort of progenitor, some sort of creator of all aberrations.
The progenitor?
We've heard one of the beholders talk about it as the mother of beholder kin.
Okay, but I was making a joke.
All right.
So it's mommy.
Oh dear.
Mommy. Mommy. Yeah. I'm terrible.
I'll have to, out of character, I'll have to find a video for her saying that you just reminded me of, but that'll be later.
Oh God. Right. Well then, we have our forces. Do you have anything else you can offer to execute this plan?
Well, that depends. Do we want to go in heavy or do we want to go in silent?
Well, we could go in quietly and end it and go out with a bang.
Yeah, I like the idea of putting the pumpkins kind of close, drawing their attention, and while their attention's on the pumpkins, we set up some things to go boom.
It would be really handy if your party had a druid of some kind.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, it would be.
really nice.
Yeah, it
Glad you
would
fucking
be.
laugh.
Yeah.
Vontharn's
It's a
ears
real
just
pity
kinda
that you
droop.
guys don't have a druid or anything.
Vontharn's ears just kind of droop as she remembers the pumpkin patch episode.
Thanks.
The end of the pumpkin patch episode.
Which is why we inquired if anyone you know of here has any druidic abilities. But if you don't
Well,
know, we
it's
may-
unlikely. The most magic practitioners around here are the
Are you
dark
guys?
elves. Well, the dark elves. We're not native around here, so. But the dark elves have a few magic practitioners, but not many of them study nature magic.
What if we spoke to the pumpkin seeds and asked them to grow bigger? That work?
I don't think that's how it works.
Right.
And if nothing else, they would basically have the intelligence of babies. Because seedlings.
Well, technically, we don't
basically
know
big.
that for sure. By the time we plant them in the ground, they could actually just expand into large creatures.
Fair enough. Only one way to find out then.
Meh.
So we could essentially sneak.
Well, have you tried planting one of the smaller seeds yet?
We have yet to
I
find a
wouldn't
place.
let her. Because she wanted to do it in my room.
Because Because you had the most viable stuff for it already. And I asked first. I just didn't go willy-nilly with it.
I appreciate that. I wasn't gonna let those things in my fucking room near my fucking horse.
Which is fair, which is why I was also thinking I could just try to rearrange my room a bit, or just see about Esmeralda helping out with that, because she also has a little apothecary thing, plant thing in her room.
Dear God, it's like being at home all over again.
Except we're the ones
strangely
living
missed
with
it.
her now.
I meant all of you, but okay.
Yeah.
Do we actually have anything to make things go boom?
We do not.
Not really, no. We have some supplies. We're trying to gather materials to make explosives as we speak.
We might be able to talk to Gilmore or Garland.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Gilmore. Not.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know if when Garland will return to speak with us. So,
I mean,
Do you have the ability to send him a message?
I do. Doesn't mean that he's not occupied with his own happenings, since he also is under duty to the king, I believe. Still
He
repairing
doesn't
West
at least-
Marsh.
yeah, it doesn't at least hurt to ask maybe if he either has like any items or anything like that, maybe a scroll, or even if he knows anybody that could like help with that, and then like have them contact us or something like that if it's a person that we end up having to go with.
Didn't he have a booth set up in the guild hall?
It's no
He
longer
does.
there.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
But I suppose sending him a message may work, but we shouldn't rely on him. However, I will send a message just to see.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of, since both of you are Baron Umbriel's apprentices, what are your specialties then?
Chaos.
Oh,
Problem does wizard magic like that, and then Tara does sorcery magic like Papa Valmora.
And you, kiddo.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She always leaves herself out of these explanations. I don't know why.
Oh,
She's
because
very
the fo-
talented.
She is.
oh,
That's
what-
true.
the fo-
I mean, you
Made it this far.
yeah, but the focus is not on me right now.
And so her there's a little bit of pink coming through the.
At that, Tora walks up and when is the focus on you and puts her hand on your head and just kind of.
The focus was on her when she fell out of the sky.
true.
I would imagine, yeah.
Not intentionally.
And do you do
It was
things
still on you. The focus was also on you when you beat Pippic in that tournament.
Yeah,
Oh, you
definitely.
were in a
made
tournament.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
I
because
got,
she
the guy
awakened a
named Paul
kink in the
Lover.
guy.
I got
I'm sorry,
third
what?
place. What? Damn it. I got third place.
Proud of you. What?
She got third place.
right.
The person,
Out of character and laughing out of character.
She beat the shit out of a guy and he liked it.
Yeah,
I can
if
see
I
that.
recall, he asked her to marry him.
Oh.
I'm not engaged. I'm not engaged.
No, but she did go on a date with him.
Which she.
And you
which
said this
she
guy's name
said
was what? Pippic, you said?
Pippic. Yes.
Good to know.
I did
Good to know.
not say anything. Why would you say his name?
Well,
You were
rest
the
of
one who
us-
said it first, actually.
Okay,
If
she
you-
confirmed it.
Yeah, and like because of Mama Daddy, the rest of the family kind of met him already too. So
Oh, so it's just us that got left out.
Okay,
Not
to be fair, you
intentional.
were down here and not in not with the rest of your family.
Yes,
Not
you're
if
right.
it-
Tora
it
speaks
wasn't
up at this point.
intentional.
I don't see how that's an excuse.
She also
We
can't
tried
send a message, typically.
No. I'm not at the level of ability yet to where I can do message. I had to borrow that from Esmeralda when I contacted you guys.
I'm sorry, how the fuck do you borrow a spell?
And she'll just show the ring on her hand.
That's pretty, but I don't understand what that means.
It's a magic item.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're a couple of days out before gathering the supplies we feel comfortable raiding one of these towers with. If you wanted to look around the shanty town here and maybe gather your own information.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Yeah, for sure. Totally.
Can I ask a question out of character real quick?
Sure.
Vontharn, would you have told us about your armlet yet?
Because the armlet happened quite recently.
Are you wearing it yet?
Yeah, I've been wearing it.
Baron Umbriel saw her wear it.
Ah, right.
Yeah. No, I've been wearing it. In fact, yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have noticed. They've looked at you. But they're kind of continuing the conversation as is.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
Trying
So
to
if,
do one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all would like to look around, maybe you can find a druid. Doubt it. Kind of rare down here, but hey, weirder things have happened.
Yeah, I mean, look
Like
at
a
us.
city appearing out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But
And my question is, are there no other enemies that you've seen here besides the aberrations and the illithids and so forth? No one else
the
around here that
occasional-
seems suspicious.
just the occasional Umber Hulk and other monsters that dwell down here. Things that don't seem to be under the creature's influence, but also not exactly willing to ally themselves with us.
Yeah, okay, so that kind of going along with Esmeralda's question, some of the refugees that you've been able to rescue and whatnot, none of them really seemed under those guys' influence, right?
Not that we know of. We've checked. We've had dispelling magic and restorations used on everybody who comes in.
Okay. That's good to know.
She still has a slight concern on her face.
Anyway, I assume you guys probably want to get some rest.
We've had
Long journey.
quite a bit of rest, actually.
I mean, technically, I woke up like half an hour ago, so I'm good.
Same.
They slept in.
I should be good.
You
for
guys
a
are an
while.
odd bunch. Also, how do you all fit in that tiny cart?
We cuddle.
We do not.
Fair.
Esmeralda, you know we cuddle.
I look at you, like, say one more word, and there will be a slap across your face.
You want to come see?
You know, if she's shy, you don't have to push it.
It's really
I'll
nice
stop
on the
pushing it.
inside.
But do you want to come see?
It's nice on the it's a lot nicer on the inside than it
It made
than
it
it looks
very
like on the
cozy.
outside. Mm-hmm.
Very homey.
Sure.
I get the feeling just insight check.
God damn it. You said that. Well, if you will be taking them to the tavern, I suppose now would be a good time to contact God.
Yes.
Did I
Oh,
put
yes.
Tug
I'm sorry,
back in the
tavern?
tavern?
What?
Yeah, by this point you would have put Tug back in the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
She means cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
call the
thing we
cart
came in on.
tavern.
Yeah. Come on, we'll show you.
And she'll take them both, and Vontharn will take them both by their hand and
And they
start
just kind of
leading
look
them.
at each other confused and not really trusting what's going on. They
I'm
know
gonna
it's
go.
coming, they just don't know what it is.
I'm gonna go open the door for him.
And then Vontharn will just lead after Willow with the two in tow, holding each one by the hand.
As you lead them into the traveling tavern, they just look up and around at the guild hall and just like, all right, I'm jealous.
Close to pretty penny, I can tell you.
Yeah. Let's be a bit discreet
Add
about them
it.
being here, alright?
I need to go.
Is
grab
their
this-
poster still on the board?
Oh yeah, is
Yeah.
it still on the board?
Yeah. Oh, right, sweet. I could just like go up to the bar and be, and with those two would be like,
This is how I found out you guys were meeting!
This is-
You can just get the
well, it
reward.
all, pretty much. I could go get the reward for us.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I lead them up to the bar,
excuse me, barkeep.
Yeah.
and I take out the poster that I had kept on me.
I found my siblings.
All right, you're turning it in for the reward then.
Might as well.
All right then. Well, and
And-
he pulls out the poster. He folds it up. He pulls out an envelope, and then he writes a quick letter, puts the envelope in, and then seals it with a wax stamp of the guild logo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
And Baron.
I'll settle this
hopefully-
on to the quest giver, and your money should be here within a week or two.
Mm. Cool.
In the meantime, here is your ticket. Keep that with you. That's how you'll get paid.
Nice.
So,
Alright.
thank y'all.
Yeah, no problem. I hope you guys are safe now. And they're just looking at each other like,
Problem, Dora, come with me to my room.
sure.
Did she just make a profit off of us?
Yeah. That's basically that's basically where they're at. Did my little sister just turn us in for money?
And I was like, shit, Vontharn at the very beginning is like, shit, they're missing. I need this so that way I have something to like do and to help me distract these two. And then like sees the reward shit. God, oh, found my siblings. I mean, I might as well get this. Fuck it.
I might as well get paid for it. I mean,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all the bullshit we're all having to go through, we might as well get some compensation.
do you remember what the reward said? Do you remember if I gave you an amount for that already?
Let me see if there's a note. Might be in one of my offhand notes. Do.
I'll also see if Garland's here.
Yeah. Yeah. While I'm like looking up to see if I can find that note, basically I'm leading Tara and Roblem to my room so that way I can put the ticket in a safe spot and then also grab the 3 giant pumpkin seeds.
Right.
And also show them around my room.
you guys do look around, and Annalise, you said you were looking for Garland?
No,
Alright,
I was going to message him. I'm ready to send the message.
You're messaging him. She's looking for him in the tavern, though, just
Alright.
to see if he happens to be there.
Sure. I'll let her go
ahead and
first.
roll a perception
Can I
check.
help Annalise?
No.
How dare you? Why not?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Metal dice, here we go.
Yeah, new metal dice.
That's a natural 19.
Nice.
So you
Plus-
look around.
So that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
So you look around.
And you see it. At first, you kind of look over the private booth that that Azazel has, because you're just used to kind of overlooking it, because that's just his booth. That's where he usually is. And then but this time you double take as you see he actually has a guest there, and it
is Garland.
Oh wow!
He does show up at the guild hall occasionally. He is a member.
And what a coinky thing that we happen to be there at the same time.
No,
isn't it really a coincidence?
So happy I
if you
don't
live
have
there?
to spend the spell slot.
Right?
Is it a coincidence if you live there? I mean, if you live at a place where he frequents, is it really a coincidence?
We live
No.
on top of the bar, but he goes a lot. What a coincidence!
Yeah.
I head towards him.
I'll follow
Anyway.
her as well.
No, I'm not really sure about this happenings over in the... See, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How can I help?
Don't remember. What was I wanting to ask you?
We
This
need
is very
explosives.
intimidating music for such a lighthearted meeting.
So, any things to make things go boom.
We do.
Fire.
Yes.
Oh.
Also,
Oh,
lovely
Desmond,
to
when
see
did you
you
get
again,
here?
dear.
I didn't know Esmer came with Carter.
I did. I said I came with you.
Yeah.
So, Vontharn is also going to say in her earpiece that she also collected on the reward for finding Brablam and Tora.
And it's Marie's gonna go. Would you know how much that would be?
I'm trying to look that up right now, but basically she'll say whatever it was if there was a reward.
With the music changing, I'm imagining the tavern going from dark and gothic to it's just
Yeah.
a cheery little tavern.
The band
Stutters for a minute, and then they're like,
Wait,
hey, somebody speaks up. Come on, this is depressing, and they stop.
Like, oh, fine.
And then they
this
start.
is too intimidating! It's Garland for crying out loud!
And someone changed like the lighting setting at the same time.
There we go.
Yeah. Somebody just snaps their fingers, and all the lights change in the tavern.
Yeah.
Now there's like these colored spots moving around the room.
Cute.
So you wouldn't happen to have anything that could make things explode cussively, would you?
I am. Well, and he looks over at Azazel. We can speak later, dear.
Yeah.
You want to
Oh, no.
blow something up? Did you say, love?
I just realized the weird implications of this conversation happening on this day.
You just wow, darling.
Oh shit! It is the
Oh
11th!
no.
Wow.
Oh no, yeah.
I didn't even track that.
I didn't want to say it, but
God.
like,
God!
okay.
Oh,
God!
For everyone watching and listening, we apologize for that. Very
Oh,
poor
and we're
time.
pulling
The
up
towers, and you're trying to blow up a tower.
I know!
Oh,
You
it's
created
so
those
bad.
towers,
It just
Oh,
so happened.
This was just coincidence. I've been planning the towers thing from the very beginning.
I know. Our time. Okay.
God.
Yeah. So yeah. No, our timing is very poor.
Or
obviously.
very on the
Oh,
nose,
God.
if you,
Oh
if
my God.
depending on your perspective.
God.
Look, okay,
You're
dark humor.
fine.
Haha, it's kind of funny. Okay, coincidentally. Let's just keep going.
She's like, let's get back to the fucking plot!
Oh my God,
I mean-
please.
I mean, even if we had said something at the beginning, like a good chunk of the beginning of this stream is just no audio anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
apologize. We must continue now because we're on this stream.
Oh god, we've already started this journey.
Alright, it's too late to turn back now.
The pillars. We're trying to destroy some pillars.
Do you have anything that could blow up the building?
Nah, she can't say it. Oh my God. We need explosives, darling. Something that can cause damage in a large radius. Even if you don't have anything pertaining to that.
Well,
If you know anyone
uh,
else.
Well then, that's
Royal business, as it were.
Yes.
Oh, so said, would we be billing the crown for these expenses?
I pull out the coin, perhaps.
You
Oh.
are a treat.
Also, ask if they have anything that can make plants grow really quickly. Make the crown pay for it as well.
I'm already thinking of thank you.
Oh, right.
Are you talking to someone?
No.
Voices in my head. Sorry about it.
Have you found some of those amazing crystals then?
Right, we do need to have you evaluate them. We bought them off some very
Shaped.
yes.
Oh, well, bring them here. It's but a trinket. Trinkle, not a trinket.
I take off my
It's
earring.
for the bear.
Ring off.
Willow grabs the necklace.
Yeah, he was that shopkeep was just a lizard folk.
He was a very nice lizard folk.
We can't hear you. You're in your room. We can't hear you any longer.
And he just waves his hand over all of them, and just his eyes glow with a faint bit of like shimmering.
It almost looks like. Well, actually, no. Sorry, his eyes go black, but not completely black. There's lights twinkling in them, almost as if you see into space itself.
Oh!
As he waves his hand over him, and then he blinks, and it's back to his normal eyes.
These crystals are exactly as they appear to be.
Thank goodness. About them explosives.
Well, there are a number of ways to cause large explosions. What is the size and relative yield you are looking for?
Big and destroyed.
Cool. What are you trying to destroy?
A tower.
How big is this tower? Are we talking like a wizard tower? Or
A bit smaller than Wizard Tower, but also made of mostly, would you say, rock?
I was gonna say the souls of the innocent, but yeah, I think that's probably more accurate.
That's concerning.
I mean, depending on
There's a reason we're trying to destroy it.
Yes.
Right. Well, if you would bother explaining more about what you're trying to destroy?
Yes.
Yes. Vontharn?
No, I was actually about to say, at what point would Vontharn, Tora, and Rovelin have come down?
I mean, probably at around this point.
Yeah. Oh, and anything you could make to expedite the growth of plant life?
Yeah, like fast
Well,
growers.
That's somewhat easier, but I would need to get a hold of a druid, and Trent seems to be busy. Although...
Trent the druid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Also, hi, Garland.
Hello, love.
Oh, Garland, these are two of my siblings. This is Tora, and this is Roblin. Oh, you don't happen to have anything for,
And she gestures to Rovelin's predicament with his arm.
I would recommend a Ring of Regeneration.
I know where we can get one.
Didn't you guys buy that?
No.
You did.
Oh, that was really
We did
expensive.
not. It was too expensive for us to buy.
Yeah, it was.
We
It was
considered
expensive,
it,
and
but
I
it
was
was
not
too
willing to pay
expensive.
for it.
That, or if you know a particularly powerful cleric.
Nope.
Certain clerics, over time, may be able to regrow limbs, as it were.
Do you have like a scroll of like fireball intensity or something like that?
Scroll of fireballs are well, they're one of the few wizarding byproducts that are highly controlled by the crown. Only certain vendors are allowed to sell them, and you're only allowed to sell them to people with a certain license to demolish.
Can't imagine why.
Wait, don't we know? We met someone that might be able to. Desmond. We met Desmond. Desmond might be able to either do that or provide us someone to do that.
Which one is Desmond?
Desmond was the foreman of the mines.
Foreman of the mines. Okay, cool. I definitely remember this.
Well,
Totally.
unfortunately, he's a bit far from where we are currently located.
But we can still send out a message.
Right,
that won't
but it's
do anything to get them here.
yeah, darling.
Yeah.
We've been down here for at least 3 weeks.
That's true. Oh.
It's like at least 1 week. Or no, like at least a week and a half to 2.
Feels like it's been a month.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been
It
5
had
weeks.
been like 5. So.
No.
I know it feels like we've been down here for 5 weeks, but we haven't
It's
really.
technically
Time has been really weird in the mines. The mines of
I have
Florida.
actually quite enjoyed my time here, considering some things.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense, love. Alright, well then. There could be... Selling certain high-level destructive magic is frowned upon inside the kingdom. Fortunately, you are not currently inside the kingdom.
Yeah. I love a loophole.
I will see what I can do. And nobody really needs to know about how you
Got it or where you did.
Got what? Now what?
Exactly.
Yes.
However, it will take me some time to procure such dangerous materials, and I cannot guarantee I will be able to get everything you need. I may only be able to get one. These are... We're talking about not just a scroll of fireball. We're talking about something that can demolish something the size of a wisdom tower. This is a modified spell that amplifies the destructive power immensely.
So what do we talk about? Like a day, a week? What you thinking?
I have no idea. I will let you know via the sending spell when I have procured or even failed to procure the item in question.
Well, then, may we inquire of what you have with you here today?
Well, I didn't really bring anything for myself to sell, but I did restock the stall that I have set up here. I'd like to go and peruse such material.
Of course.
Yes, I will be doing that shortly.
Oh, problem, Tora. This would be a good time for you to see if there's anything you guys might need as well.
And they're just kind of looking at you like, there's a fucking magic shop in here?
Yeah, Harlan's.
Father,
We've
why
been
don't
like
you show them?
underground for like 6 months, and we're just like, here's the tavern.
I know, Esmeralda is still not happy about it, but like...
But yeah, and Azazel's just standing there, kind of like smiling. Oh, this is great. I love this.
You are encouraging this.
Are you kidding me? I get so few chances to entertain myself these days.
You could not see the dangers of this situation.
No, not really. They're Meldons, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they?
Yeah, these are my siblings.
Yeah, well, I've met the Meldons once or twice. So,
You have?
We've discussed this, haven't we?
Mm-mm.
I could have sworn. Yeah, you asked about whether or not your family had ever been guild members, and he said 2 of them had.
Oh yeah, actually he's right.
Oh, I'll have
Yeah.
to rewatch that stream, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, which two, if you remember?
I don't remember.
I think it was your mom, and I think it was
Probably.
Dottie.
Yeah,
I think
either
it was
mom
Madi and I can't remember what the
Sapphire.
Yeah, Sapphire. I think it was
Yeah.
Dottie and Sapphire.
Because it was either Sapphire and Dottie or Sapphire and Velmorth, because those 2 were the best friends.
Yeah, something like that.
Well then,
Cool.
depending on how much time we have, I would also like to discuss possibly becoming a guild member. When you have the chance.
really.
Well then,
That seems doable. We can do that right now if you'd like.
I would like
I'm
to.
using the completely wrong accent for this. But
Yes,
whatever.
you are. Why don't all of you go off and do some shopping? You all know what we need.
Why don't the rest of you fuck off so I can do this?
Need a private moment. Leave.
Well, no, she kind of wants to discuss it in private.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Private
Fuck
moment.
off and
Leave.
leave.
Well,
Fine, be that way. Okay, see you later.
all right then. Well, Fillmore, we can continue our conversation about the East Coast later.
Wait,
Yes.
the East Coast.
West Coast.
Okay, all right.
No, East. Yeah,
It's East Coast. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No, well, actually, what is happening in the East Coast? Well, last I
You
heard, they
said
were.
Gilmore.
You also said Gilmore.
Oh, fuck off.
Just let it go. Last we heard, there were refugees coming in from the East Coast into Laston.
Well, they weren't coming in from the East Coast per se, just from Bastalon.
They're from.
Right.
And they, ever since the slaves were mysteriously freed, they've been either revolting and turning against the nobility there, or they've been fleeing into Erelon through Laston fiefdom.
What additional happenings have been happening then?
Oh, well, you know, the world turns and moves on, regardless of what happens here in Erelon. Oh, in Erelon. We're not in Erelon.
Insight check.
Yeah, me too, please.
Go ahead.
No.
It's
They're
gonna be
avoiding
so
the subject, and
fucking
I
hard.
don't like it. They were talking about something. I want to know what it is.
I'm fairly certain that he's gonna be hella hard to read for me.
No shit. But I was close that one time. I don't think I got
15.
it. but- Hold on.
I can totally read him, right?
Book.
22.
Okay. Willow, hard to read.
Yep, fucking knew it.
Esmeralda, he's not really hiding much, so he's not really putting up a guard like he normally does. He seems to be telling the truth as far as you can tell. It's less that he's avoiding what you asked about, and more that you went down a different line of questioning than what they were talking about.
Right. Well, again, sorry to interrupt the conversation, but I'm sure we won't take up too much of your time.
Right. Well. Should we get on with our business then?
You
As he
sure?
looks at you. And everybody else kind of gets up and starts to walk away as the two of you are left there at his private table.
Let's. Oh, okay. I was gonna let them go.
Okay, we can do that too.
Yay.
Font,
So what do
Vontharn.
you guys do?
I want to go to the little pop-up shop of garlic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with her.
Also,
Same.
BRB.
Okay.
Should we take a break now then?
Actually, yes, I was about to do that, and I forgot.
And
So,
then
yes,
when we
we will
come
take a
back,
break.
and then when we come back, it'll be a little shopping trip with the siblings. Sibling
We
shopping
go
trip.
shopping. We go shopping
trip.
Shopping trip with the siblings. And this is including
All right,
Annalise
guys.
and Willow.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We don't have sponsors. left for the break, just as I blank on the Maldon family and company were about
You
to go
good?
shopping. I know.
Meldon family and adopted sisters go on a shopping spree.
So, oh my god, I'm getting echo from.
Missing one adopted
I already
sister.
closed the door.
I know, I'm getting echo from your mic though.
How?
I don't know. Anyway, so you guys walk up to the little area where Garland sells some of his goods from. As you walk up, you see a few things on the shelves. There's a mannequin with a cloak around it, a couple of them actually. There's a couple of rods mounted on the wall.
Mm.
Some look a little more festive than others. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Are they from a very bad dragon?
No, we don't support Bad Dragon here.
We don't.
No, you already have a bad dragon in here.
You're not a bad dragon, you're a cuddle dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this game, yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
do you guys walk up and inspect any of the merchandise? What do you guys do? How do you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see what there is.
Yeah.
And then I'll let Problem and Tora also do their thing as well. See if anything piques their fancy.
All right. Well, go ahead. Look. Tell me what are you?
I'm looking for goggles.
Goggles. Okay.
Oh, like night vision goggles?
Yeah, like just normal like swimming goggles. And then fill with water.
That you can just fill with water.
Yeah.
Instead of just getting night vision goggles.
Hey, I have the ability. Just need the skills to be in play.
Oh god.
You have the
He
skills,
has-
you just need the tools.
He has
Yeah.
he probably is more likely to have the night vision goggles though.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I'm just looking to see what there is.
I'm sorry, Crazy Blind Jake. I just read in the chat. Raise the tentacle back from break. Lol.
Well, definitely it's I have everything I need. Let me just get the one thing to make it do the thing. And it gets way more complicated instead of just getting thing.
Yep.
We'll jump through all these hoops to use this material, which I already have, when I could just buy the thing done.
Right.
Well, you guys walk up to the space, and there are a handful of things. It's not like Garland's actual shop, where there's just magical items everywhere. But it's more like this corner of the area where there just happens to be some merchandise on sale that you can take up to the front desk and pay for. There's not really a person manning it or anything. It's kind of just look for what you want, read the card attached to the item, take it up front, and pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you see another immovable rod is sitting there. Let me see.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have two, just in case. I mean, I still got mine, but I don't know. What if I'm not around when you guys need one?
I'm having many thoughts that I probably shouldn't say out loud.
Okay.
You're not the only one.
Out of character, I get it. In character, Vontharn
Out
is
of
gonna have to
character,
take a minute.
Out of character, that way you have one for front and back.
Oh, God. I think the Illithids should just come and kill us now. We don't deserve to live.
I'm so glad Vontharn only has a +1 to wisdom.
Yeah.
Good thing there's only one of us that's actually dead still.
So the other rod is a tentacle rod.
Suction cup on the base.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking.
Oh God.
There's a real item called the tentacle rod.
Of course there is.
It's a rod that ends in 3 rubbery tentacles. And they each, let's see. Made by the Drow, this rod is a magic weapon that ends in 3 rubbery tentacles. While holding the rod, you can use an action to direct each tentacle to attack a creature you can see within 15 feet of you. Each tentacle makes a melee attack roll with a +9 bonus on a hit. The tentacle deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage. If you hit a target with all 3 tentacles, it must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature's speed is halved. It has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and it can use reactions for 1 minute. Moreover, on each of its turns, it can make either an addition or an action or a bonus action, but not both. At the end of each of its turns, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Can you
That was
use
a weird way to
this?
phrase that.
Can you use the rod of tentacles to grapple someone though?
That is, I assume that is what that is.
Okay.
I don't know why it's a Constitution saving throw, but sure.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Maybe.
I think what it is it launches tentacles at the thing. I still don't know why it's Constitution.
Why?
I'm
Probably-
making that a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless it has something to do with how the tentacles come out and attach themselves to the person. Maddie. Poor Maddie.
Maddie would love that.
Yeah.
No, Maddie actually wouldn't.
You're dating an ooze monster with tentacles.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Annalise would love that. Maddie doesn't.
Annalise would love that.
No,
Got
this is
plenty.
just giving
Annalise has that whenever she wants.
Yeah,
Let's be real
I don't
here.
need to pay
Yeah.
money for that.
Yeah, seriously.
No,
Unless
if
you miss him
anything-
a lot.
No, if anything, this could
Oh,
just be
this
inspiration
is
for white
real.
elephant gifts.
Oh God.
Okay.
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 Is there
Well,
any
actually,
toggle here?
ironically enough, it's a very good item, but like,
Yeah.
wow. I don't know if morally any of us could actually buy this at this point. It's a
Okay.
very good
Are there
item,
any-
though. If it
there
wasn't
are-
a tentacle, I'd consider buying it. And if I was,
You
actually
should all
there.
just come over to where I live here in Idaho. There's a few places
I'm
I
sure.
live close by.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh my god.
Moving on. Like I said, there are 2 mannequins with cloaks draped over them. One is a bright red with gold, not embossing. What is it called?
Embroidery.
Embroidering. Thank you. With gold embroidering along the sides and like a design into it. There's a hood. And the other one is a dark, sort of like leathery, some like a mix between a leathery feel and a scaly feel. It's interesting with the one long tail coming off the back of the cape. And each of them, again, they have these tags on them, and if you want to read them and see what they do, you can.
Yes, please.
All right, which one do you want?
I want to see the one with the long tail first.
That is the cloak of the manta ray. I don't have it in front of me at the moment, but I remember what it does. It allows you to swim. It gives you a swimming speed and allows you to breathe underwater.
Oh. I was thinking of something different. But that's still really cool. What does the other one say?
That is the cloak of the Mont Blanc.
What?
What the fuck is that?
It's spelled Montebank, but I'm assuming it's pronounced Mont Blanc.
Mont
That blank?
Monte. What does
No.
this do?
It's spelled Montebank. Montebank. I'm assuming that's Mont Blanc.
But there's no L in there.
I know, but I'm pretty sure the word is originally French. So
Isn't that the detective character from the movie Knives Out?
Yes.
I don't know.
What
I've
is the-
never seen
what
it.
is this cloak? It's a good
Yeah,
film.
I haven't
What does
seen
the
it
cloak
either.
do?
This cape smells faintly of brimstone, so it smells bad. It smells like a fart. While wearing it, you can use it to cast the Dimension Door spell as an action. Blah 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 blah. It basically makes you Nightcrawler.
Does it
nice.
require attunement?
No,
Wait, Nightcrawler?
from the X-Men.
Cool.
He disappears and reappears in a puff of smoke. He's the guy with the demony looking powers.
Okay.
And he every time he disappears or reappears, you smell brimstone.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
What's the price tag on that one?
That is a rare item. So
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Let's give Vontharn the ability to teleport.
Oh my god. I mean, she can eventually.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Misty Step. I could get the Misty Step spell. But
it is once a day, though.
Oh, so.
Well, still, it's pretty good, but like, oh. I get why, though. I get why. You have to have some caveat. Otherwise, it'd be way OP.
Yeah.
Mhm. Wait, how do you spell it again? M-O-U-N-T-E?
M-O-U-N-T something. I moved wrong to try and get a different table. Hold on.
Cloak of Matt Blank.
Actually, it would be Montebank. Montebank.
Montebank.
Montebank. B-A-N-K.
Matt Blanc.
Montebank. Okay.
M-O-U-N-T-E-B-A-N-K.
M-O-U-N-T-E-B-A-N-K. Okay.
Mountebank.
It's Mountebank.
Yeah.
Montebank. Wait, is it one word or two words?
It's one word.
It's one word.
Oh, Montebank. Okay.
It's stupid. It's a weird fucking...
It's literally
Well-
pronounced Montebank.
Well, in parentheses, I'm saying Cloak of Nightcrawler.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So...
Oh
This
god, I love
one
that.
is-
That's so good.
This one is going to cost...
And
Oh
how
wow,
much,
that is
how much
that
of
is
this
so many
is
threes. Why is there so many threes? So this is 1,333 gold.
interesting?
I rolled a d20 and two d10s, and the d100 set to determine how thing. I rolled a 13, a 30, and a 3. What the fuck?
So like you round it up to 1550, 1540.
And how much was the Cloak of Manta Ray?
And how much money did she get from her reward?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't have that money yet.
Nope. I just have a ticket that is currently in my bedroom.
Let's see. The Cloak of Manta Ray
Yeah, Cloak of the Manta Ray.
is not on this page, but the picture of it is. That's annoying. What the fuck?
Oh wait, does that one require attunement by chance?
No, it does not. Yeah, you have a swimming speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
Pulling the hood down requires an action. And yeah, you can breathe underwater.
For how
that's
long?
it. Period.
Oh, so while you're wearing it, you just have the ability, and have the hood up, you just have the ability to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Huh.
And you have a swimming speed of 60 feet, which is dope as fuck, actually. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
right. That is uncommon, so we'll go with...
I apologize for my typing. I am note taking.
306 gold.
And you said it was an uncommon item?
Yes.
and the Cloak of Nightcrawler was rare.
Yeah.
Okay, just sitting here.
Other items that might catch your eye are a small circlet with a sun pattern circling a diamond on it, or semi-circling, it's only half circle. The tag on this reads Circlet of Blasting. While wearing this circlet, you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell with it. When you make the spell's spell attacks, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. The circlet can't be used this way again until the next dawn. So once a day you can use Scorching Ray for free.
I'm guessing it requires attunement.
Nope.
Alright. Is there anything else that we see?
And how much was that circlet?
That would be... Um... 250 gold.
I need to reorganize my notes. Speaking of, I was not able to find the note that would say how much that reward was, so I'm going to have to go back through the streams and find that.
If you don't have it, then I'll just make up a new number. That's fine.
Or I could just take the time to watch the streams again.
Honestly, don't know if I ever said it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I've pretty much watched these religiously. Pretty sure you have not listed an actual price for those bounties.
In that case, I will say 15,000 gold.
Just put that up between the party buildings. Hold on a second, let me just get that note in there.
Remember to save some before the Goodberry. In case we fuck it up.
That's why I'm getting that note in there.
Are there goggles at this table?
Hold on, let me find the goggles.
I love you. She's like, where are my damn goggles?
Oh, wait, we should also probably see if we can find anything for Harold as well.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
You did give him the a few items, didn't you?
Yeah, we've already done.
We gave him a hat of
he's already
disguise and
decked
a
out.
cloak of, like, I don't know, make him more charismatic. He's basically Donald Ducking it right now.
Yeah.
No,
He's also got the brooch of shielding, I think, or something like that.
He just does not have the ability to talk.
Yeah.
But Annalise can talk to him.
So I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah, Annalise is fine, but we don't have the ability to talk to him unless we all get rings of animal communication.
Yeah.
Or what's it called? Rings of animal friendship? Or something like
I'm
that?
not doing
The
that.
thing that I have.
Yeah.
The ring of animal influence.
All right, so you do see a shelf with a bunch of like mannequin heads, kind of like for like people have for like wigs and stuff. But instead of wigs, there's like helmets and goggles on them. One of which says the helm of the helm of telepathy. One of which is the helm of comprehend languages.
That is uncommon earship. No way. And then there is some owl-looking goggles. Look like owl's eyes. They even have like a little beak for the nose piece. And those are the goggles of night.
Are they night vision goggles?
Yes.
They
give you a they give you dark vision at a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, they increase your range by 60 feet.
Ooh.
So underwater, you would have a dark vision range of 120 feet.
Right.
I point them out to Annalise and just go, Annalise,
No, I see them.
I think those might be better than just regular goggles with water in them against your eyes all day, every day.
Well, for her, that wouldn't actually be all that bad of a thing.
That actually sounds very comfortable, thanks. Underground, currently my skin is getting very dry.
It's really damp down here, actually.
Shut up, voice from the sky.
Are you hearing voices again?
Always.
Fair.
You could say it's rather moist.
Start fires, Annalise.
God damn it, Avonlea. Rocks fall. Only Vontharn dies. Only Vontharn.
What a way to go! She
Stars
comes
fires!
What a way to go! Vontharn comes into the game from the sky. She dies from something from the sky falling onto her.
Maturity. How much are the goggles?
Goggles of night are uncommon, and that makes them 200 gold.
We'll look at Willow, keeping eye contact, just reach out, grab them off the shelf.
Make a dexterity check.
Ooh, that's great. Up. Dex. Okay, so that's 15.
What was it?
15.
15? Yeah, you reach out and you grab the Helm of Comprehend Languages by mistake.
Oh, you
Because you weren't looking at where you were fucking grabbing.
I am far more interested in this.
You need to,
I think
you need to understand everybody speaking and everybody's languages rather than being able to see.
By the
we
way,
are in a place of unknown peoples, and I think understanding what we're hearing is far more important, don't you think?
Annalise?
I mean,
here's the thing.
It should be noted that this thing is almost a full face helmet. It is like it's a Batman helmet. Only this part of your face is visible.
I mean,
Subtle.
it would
And it's
be
got
good
point
to have.
ears on it and a chainmail like little back thing that wraps around your neck.
A cowl.
Yeah, it's a full-blown metal cowl.
I think this is very appropriate.
I mean,
You
it
will.
Annalise?
What?
Personally, I think you being able to see is more important.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You're the only one who can't see in the dark.
Unless we're underwater.
To finish, so
Annalise, we're in the Underdark.
I'm aware.
We're underwater.
What's your point?
All of you just hear it in your heads, get the damn goggles.
Do
Were
you,
the
do you buy the helmet of comprehend languages?
were the crystals given back to us?
Yes. So he didn't keep
Okay.
them.
Do you
Don't tell me what to do.
do you buy the helmet? Do you buy the helmet?
I'm gonna
Are you gonna try
grab
and
the
save
goggles.
face and buy the helmet?
I mean, it
At
would.
300,
gonna grab the
300
goggles.
gold. 300 gold to buy the helmet of comprehend languages.
It would
Do you need to
also.
save face?
I mean,
Everyone
the
is talking
comprehend
about
languages
the
helmet is also good, so that way we can probably understand the Ella.
Okay, maybe for somebody who can see.
Yeah. Like have.
I'm
like
gonna
someone
grab the
outside
goggles and the helm.
Yeah.
And switch them.
Yeah.
I think this is what you meant to grab.
Yeah.
Don't assume to know me, wench.
Yeah, Annalise, there's nothing wrong with needing
So,
a
Annalise-
little bit of help.
Annalise, are you? Does Annalise try to save face and buy the helm of
I
comprehend
already
languages?
switched them. I just switched them.
Wait, guys. Does Annalise put the goggles back to save face and grab the helm that she grabbed by accident because she is too proud to admit she made a mistake in front of her friends?
It's okay, man.
Please.
She's
It's
gonna
okay.
She's gonna take the helm too.
So she's taking
In
both
addition to
goggles
the
and helm.
goggles?
So that's 500 gold total if you're buying both.
Wait. So both?
For the
Yeah.
goggles and the helm.
Neither of which need attunement, by the way. So theoretically, you could wear both at the same time. Yep, yeah, it does.
For temporary purposes, but she couldn't. I mean, there's already.
Out of character, there is already steampunk Batman with goggles. If anything, she just needs. Fair enough, but still, if anything, she just needs to do a paint job to get the owl from Watchmen. Upsell.
You guys do know that she collects random shiny knickknacks, right?
Oh,
This is not that.
This isn't really a knick-knack.
He thinks this is a victory.
We can get a nice little.
What else is
Yeah.
there, DM?
I'm very happy with my purchases.
See,
I
this
do
will
not
be
have
good.
higher remorse.
All right, so mark 500 gold off your inventory, and add a helmet of comprehend languages and goggles of night.
Thanks, Willow.
See, this
You're
will
welcome,
be
Annalise.
very good.
And also, do my siblings find anything that piques their fancy?
Love you, Maddie.
I love you too.
Isn't that like 3 perception? 3
How much gold do you have left, by the way, Maddie?
I have quite a bit. I've got like 18,000, so I'm good.
Yeah, she's got more than I do.
Okay. Also on the two mannequins are separate items. There is a pair of gloves on each. One reads "Gloves of Thievery."
And what does that do?
These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain +5 bonus to dexterity sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Shit. Does anybody have a lockpick kit?
You.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to get a lockpick kit.
You're the rogue!
I know I'm a rogue. That doesn't necessarily mean I got a lockpick kit. I don't remember.
It comes with the class.
You said
Okay.
stealth and dexterity?
Stealth,
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand and lockpicking. Nothing else.
I have a question. Like, out of character, I have a question. If you are proficient in a tool, do you from the get-go, do you automatically have it or no? Or do you have to buy
Yes.
it? You do? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It usually will come with the class that gives you that proficiency. But you can break your lockpicks and have to buy new ones. You can, you have a mess kit that you are
Yeah.
proficient with.
I have thieves' tools. Or I'm
Yeah.
proficient with thieves' tools, so
Yeah,
would
so,
I have
yeah.
thieves' tools? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's just best to have In any case, it would be really good to have not only the skill and the tools, but
Yeah.
baseline
Well, I've got the skill. I do have the skill.
You
Yeah,
just need
you
the
you are a
tools.
rogue, and we
Yeah.
can just say that like you picked it up while you were in town
Okay.
or on the way to Farland or whatever.
Well,
Okay.
this happened with the what the puck button, though.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah.
Again, like she can just say
That I picked
picked it up on the way there. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
How much are those
expensive.
gloves?
The gloves are. I'm gonna go with $550.
Gold pieces or silver pieces?
gold.
Okay. You said they weren't
Pick
that
it up, I'll make it
expensive.
platinum. Oh no. The thieves' tools aren't that expensive.
Oh, I misunderstood.
But keep it up, and I'll make it 550 platinum.
No.
Ah!
There's a recession. Inflation's a bitch.
Not too real.
Oh god.
Okay.
On the other mannequin, there is a separate set of gloves. These are purple with. There's a deep purple on most of the hands, and then there is like a lighter purple on the fingers. Like they're fingerless gloves, but
They have fingers. It's just
they're a different color. And on that, there is a spider web
design going across the back.
The note on it reads, "Gloves of missile snaring. These gloves seem to almost meld into your hands when you don them. When a ranged weapon attack hits you while you are wearing them, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier, provided that you have a free hand. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in that hand."
Doesn't it mean you also have to roll like a nat 20 in order to be able to catch it like that?
No.
Oh.
You just have to reduce the damage it would have dealt you to 0.
That one is, I'd say,
450. I know you want them fucking wicked badly. If only because fucking a particular Dorolo had them in his campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only reason why.
That's not the only reason.
Yeah.
It really is not. I have my own.
Uh-huh.
reasons.
Yep, yeah.
There it is.
Totally believe you.
Sure. Yeah, no. Also, I guess as Esmeralda is walking away with Azazel, she'll go, if you could also inquire about some fire-resistant items or items of strength, I would appreciate it.
Or items of what strength?
To boost his strength. Just, I want to up his
Oh.
strength.
Okay. Do we see any of those items?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and how much were those purple gloves?
450.
Is there anything else that we see?
Maybe some scroll, like magic scrolls or anything like that.
not really. I think that's pretty much it.
Again, this isn't Garland's main office. This is just
Right.
kind of like an outpost stand for him.
Okay.
Discount stuff that wasn't selling.
Right. This is the discount rack.
Yeah, more along the lines of this is what he expects the members of the guild to need.
Right.
Right, and also remember, he is aware that I have the coin, so we might get a little bit of a discount.
Yeah. Also, are there any like potions and stuff, like small vial stuff?
There is a shelf of potions, but the king's symbol does not have authority here.
Oh, yeah, because he's independent. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
He's an independent contractor.
Mm,
Also, you're not in Erelon.
Yeah, we're not.
Nope.
technically this is a guild hall with a guild stand, so.
But maybe there's like member discount for certain people that join the guild.
We'll see.
Right?
I have to ask
Yep.
about that. But you guys also have to
Yep.
buy some items, so that maybe I can figure that out.
So, there is a shelf of about 5 different potions, each a different color.
Mhm. You can always pull up a table and then roll randomly.
I would say one of them looks like it's just your standard health potion. There's another one that seems like it's spinning constantly inside the vial. It seems like almost a whirlpool of energy in there.
What does that tag say?
That one is potion of water breathing. 1 hour.
You guys know I
Annalise
can,
definitely needs it.
Yeah.
I can cast water breathing on everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but we could also just be really, really obtuse and just take the potion.
Sure. You could also not know that she knows that because, no one's asked. So,
Fair.
it's up to you.
What are the other potions?
So then we have at first glance, the vial looks empty, and you think maybe it's just an empty vial, but then you look a little bit closer and you see the faint line of something in the vial.
Invisibility?
And this is a potion of invisibility for 15 minutes. That's 3 down. No, 2 more.
How much is the
much
invisibility one?
Yeah.
$8.50.
That had better be a very strong potion of invisibility to cost that much and only last 15 minutes.
Greater invisibility. In other words, you can cast magic with it, and you won't become visible again.
Until it wears
You
off.
good, Liz?
You don't know how much I've been waiting for this, dude. If I have spider climb and invisibility, things are gonna go bad real fast.
You're gonna be
It is
fucking
going to
Lana
be
in
the
this
Black
shit.
Widow.
Damn.
Oh my
You can haunt people's ass.
Yes!
Yeah.
15 minutes with the invisibility.
In fact, I've been also looking at feats for it too.
Yeah.
That won't be until we level up again, maybe.
And you said 850, right?
And then the last one.
No, there's 5. You got 3 down.
Oh, I thought that
I
was
got 4.
4. That's
No, I
4.
thought you said there were
Healing.
5 potions.
Healing, invisibility,
Water breathing.
water breathing.
1 more.
I thought that was
I thought there were
5.
5 potions.
You said 4.
There is
Yeah.
5 total.
Oh,
Yeah, 5
oh. Excusez-moi.
Healing, invisibility,
Water breathing.
Water breathing.
water breathing. I just sworn I did a 4th one, didn't I?
No,
Nope.
those are the only 3 that you did.
Avonlea's been keeping track and
Okay.
taking notes.
Fuck that.
Yeah, she's on top of this shit.
Um,
You can roll or like pull out a random chart.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have anything special about it. Compared to the other 2, with the exception of the healing potion, which looks pretty plain too, but it's a plain pink. This one is a plain sort of sky blue, and the tag on this one reads "Potion of Glibness."
Potion of what now?
Glibness.
Oh, it's a language.
Glibness?
Like, yeah, basically, glibness, doesn't that grant you the ability of speaking other languages?
No. This one gives you a bonus to persuasion and deception checks for 1 hour. A +5 bonus.
And for someone who has a armlet of friendship bonding, being persuasive might come in very handy. For 1 hour? How many friends can you make in 1 hour, Vontharn?
We can. You know what, guys? We'll just persuade the City of Flesh to be our friend.
Honestly? How hilarious.
With Vontharn and with that potion, that might be possible.
You can certainly try.
He's like, that's not possible at all.
Well, I mean, somehow befriends the next BBEG. Not romantically, just basically becomes a friend and the family adopts that one too.
You guys send
Ryan might actually smack us all.
You guys actually
Might
send each
throw
other
hands.
pen pal notes every once in a while. Oh my god, please. I need that.
+5 to persuasion and deception.
Yep.
For 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
And how much is that one?
$650.
And then what is that fifth one?
The fifth one seems to be a vial of mercury or some other kind of liquid metal. And this one, Liz, is a potion of strength. +5 to your strength stat for 1 hour.
How much is that one?
$650.
Look, it'll help me on my grapple checks, okay? Give me a break. I'm not that strong. I didn't expect to be a vampire, so I need a little boost to my strength so that I can make sure what I eat stays where I need it to be.
You have us!
Doesn't mean that you'll always be around by the time I'm feeding on someone.
Also, she can use, she can feed as one of her attacks.
Yes, and but for that I need, they need to make a grapple check or something like that. So that's why I need the strength so that, I get a little boost.
You know what would be an interesting mechanic? Okay. An interesting mechanic if she gains some of the abilities of whoever she drank from. Like in V Rising.
I think
that's a bit much to keep track of.
Yeah, that's a lot.
No. But every time she drank from someone new, that one ability or that one trait would just get replaced by the new thing.
Sure, but that's still way too much to keep track of.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It would just be like a dumbed down version.
But yeah,
probably.
that's why I just want something for strength so that I can eat without my food escaping.
Why would you want to do that?
So,
yeah, I mean, the adrenaline from being chased makes it all the more spicy.
Those are the items that you have in the shop right now.
Okay.
Who buys what?
And what did anything pique the interest of Tar and Broblin by chance?
Not particularly.
Probably don't have that much money on them at the moment.
And they probably are just also still sort of processing the fact that there's a fucking tavern in this Vardo.
While you guys are figuring out what you want to buy, let's move back to Esmeralda and Azazel. So, you wanted to join the guild, as it were?
Well, I am curious about the process. What does being a guild member entail exactly then?
Well, he pulls out a stamp, and he puts it on the table. Well, you'll be marked with the guild stamp logo. That way, you can prove your membership when in other circles, when applicable.
Not many people know of our existence, but a few important ones do. They recognize the logo when they see it, and if they see it, they may help you in certain situations. Additionally, we will be able to set up a door to a place of your choosing. A means of traveling back and forth to the guild hall without need of your tavern, of your traveling tavern.
So a door were of my choosing.
Yes.
Were
So
of
there's
the placement or of my choosing. Yeah.
there's two things here.
Mhm.
There's a permanent door
Mhm.
anywhere you choose that only you can open
Mhm.
or allow somebody to pass through.
Mhm.
And there's the ability to summon a door wherever you are.
Mhm.
But again, in order to leave the tavern, you would have to leave through that door. You would not be allowed to leave through, you wouldn't be able to go in through that door and then out through the tavern. Through the Vardo.
Okay, so it's only a one-way thing that way. Okay. Right.
It's not one way. You can leave through the door you came in, but you can only leave through the door you came in.
Right. But I mean, one way is in I couldn't actually go out of the tavern. I'd have to. Mhm.
You can't leave through the Vardo. You have to leave through the door you came in.
Mhm.
So if you guys get separated and they have the Vardo and you don't,
Then it's an issue. Yes.
you're still separated. You can meet up and plan, but you're still effectively separated.
Right then.
Additionally, the mark itself comes with a few extra perks that allow you to communicate over some distance with your fellow guildmates.
Oh really?
Not far, mind you. It's only about 100 feet or so, but it's useful nonetheless when on guild missions with other members.
Right. What additional responsibilities am I expected to uphold as a guild member?
Well, it's mostly do as you will, come as you are. I'm again using the wrong fucking accent again. God. However, occasionally there is situations in which the guild is responsible for handling business, as it were. Occasionally there are threats to the guild itself, and it is the expectation that one defends their family. It is not necessarily a requirement. However, we tend to be those who are outcast from normal society here. As such, a found family like this can be hard to come by for many of the people here. I ask only that you have respect for that situation, and come to see your fellow guildmates as family in and of your own.
Okay. If I am to be on call, essentially, for any emergency that may occur on occasion, are my teammates also expected to participate?
Well, it's less of a demand, more of a if we need all hands on deck, then it's kind of just rude not to. Unless, of course, you're busy or otherwise indisposed yourself, things can be forgiven, obviously. As for whether or not the rest of your party, unless they join, no. But we're not going to discourage their help, as it were, if they decide to tag along with you. Again, the reason I founded this guild in the first place was to give a family to those who didn't have one, to give a place of safety and belonging to people who were attacked just for looking or being different. I'd be a pretty shite guild leader if I told you to forsake your own found family for the sake of ours.
Alright. Well then. And she'll actually roll up her arm, her right arm, for the space for the mark.
And he'll place it wherever you indicate.
Yeah, just like on the upper forearm, somewhere around there.
Alright.
And you see the guild logo appear right there on your hand. Now, that is
Removable anytime you wish. You can will it to be gone. But that means you are effectively exiting the guild, if done so. So only do so under well thought out circumstances.
I understand. Right then, she'll obviously out. Before I leave, one question. What do you make of the events that are currently happening in the kingdom? Surely
Which kingdom, love? I operate in many.
I don't know.
Ah, yes. Well, it is an amazing coincidence that so many things are happening all at once. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen such things. Wouldn't be the first time such coincidences have happened. But I'm always wary of them. I'm always skeptical where coincidence lies. That said, I've been wrong many times before about such things. So I really couldn't tell you one way or the other. But in my experience, something is happening in Erelon. Something that may have to do with those who left us in the departure all those eons ago. They all seem to be moving, gathering. Your lot seems to be proof of that. It's normally unheard of for so many conduits to be residing in such proximity of each other. And yet, here you are, with, what, 4, 5 now?
The Avonlea.
Have you obtained the orb then?
No.
Hmm.
However, I assume you know someone in our party who is to be exchanged.
I do not. That's
Huh.
interesting.
Really, someone
That explains the hair.
who has seen as much as you have. Really? Operating
That
in
does
several
explain
kingdoms?
the hair. And the accent.
Mhm.
Huh.
Well,
Well, for what it's worth,
huh.
Lear has never been one to choose unwisely or rashly. So, in my opinion, I would trust that decision.
Oh well, it's not mine to make either way. I cannot question judgment of Leah, nor do I wish to. But, oh, the 5 conduits, the pin of everything over Leah. Oh gosh. I can't, I'm actually, like...
The armlet of the vagabond.
Well, Esme doesn't know about that, does she?
When it comes to that, I don't know if there was actually
There was no
time for-
confirmation that it was a conduit. It was just like a fancy item that your parents gave you.
No, Vontharn knows what it is.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
had Puck showed up and was like, "Please, I can't have
Yeah.
2 conduits
Right.
again. You got to move in again."
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys
So
would
it
know
is.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys would know about it because there was this whole hubbub with Puck, and there was this argument between her and
Yeah.
Puck with Willow
Right.
in tow.
So then there was the
Fuck
omelet. The
The omelet.
puck button. 5th?
No, Willow has the pin of everything.
No, I said pin of anything. The puck button, the orb, the vagabond, omelet. That's 4 though. You said 5.
4 or 5.
Oh, 4. Oh, 5. Okay.
Also, have we checked Annalise's inventory to see?
Nope.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
we have checked. In game, we have not.
No, engage
Yeah,
you.
okay.
It has not come up.
The conduits are moving. You know, I did hear a tale of 2 other possible conduits, or at least they sounded like one. A book and
I don't remember. I had that for a while. Lost it 2-3 centuries ago.
you don't happen to recall the last place you withheld it.
The current place would have been Farland, just underneath Farland, in the Underdark there.
Underneath where?
Farland, well, particularly the capital, over closer to the side of Nukalavahan.
Okay. And another.
But,
another.
yeah,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows, it's called. Really interesting little bit of magic. Conduit of the Goddess of Knowledge. It allows you to, open it and read the contents of any book to which you are familiar of the title or the precise location thereof. Any known magical book, I should say. Can't copy certain magic tomes.
Right. And there was an item that allowed you to basically allow you to pull an infinite amount of arrows.
Ah, yes. Quiver of, what did I call that?
Quiver of. I don't remember. I don't think you called it.
The unending quiver. That was it. It was the unending quiver.
Okay.
That is the unending quiver. Never got my hands on it personally. Never been much for archery. That said, it is able to double the amount of arrows placed in it once a day. For some.
Right.
Couldn't tell you where that one went though. I think I last heard about it being used in over on Emrys. Nothing to do with us.
Well, who's to say
Maybe
the
on the
item
continent.
didn't travel anywhere else? So you know of all of the conduits.
I know of some of them, not all of them. There's hundreds.
I've
Oh,
heard.
Puck himself has at least, what, 40, 50?
Right. Interesting. Now, do you also have contacts in Goldfield?
Goldfield? Yeah, I'm sure I've got 1 or 2 members there. What do you need that for?
Well, just... I sometimes had curious minds. I've also been encouraged by a tabaxi her story, I recall her being hired to transport some item or package to the city of Goldfield. During the chaos of all of these happenings, it seemed important that we get to this destination. Just wondering if you may know anyone within that circle who might have some information for us.
The importance of such a thing would be dependent largely on how much gold one would have been paid to transport such a thing. There's constant transport between different cities and fiefdoms and the like all over the world. And most of them hire some sort of protection to protect them from brigands and bandits on the road.
Right. Typically, not the amount of bandits that are quite typical on the road, at least for her. She faced quite many.
Well, I do know that bandit happenings in Goldfield have been on the rise lately.
Right. They've all migrated.
Well, I don't know if they've migrated so much as expanded, from what I can tell. Laston taking in so many refugees who are prime for taking advantage of and indoctrinating into certain thief-gilding circles, might be expanding their influence towards the south. That's just my guess, though.
And forgive my last bit of prying, but it seems as though you and Garland were staging some very interesting details before we arrived.
Ah, yes. Well, there have been an influx of pirates fighting amongst themselves in those waters recently, which is rare. Most pirates out there tend to fall under the mark of the crescent, of the Black Crescent. An uneasy alliance exists between them, but if that alliance has been broken or is in danger of breaking, that spells bad news for everybody. Pirates though they may be, their alliance has kept some sense of order and peace in the waters. Most people get to where they're going safely enough, they just are a little lighter than they'd like to be by the time they get there. However, some, a small contingent of these people, seem to be unhappy with certain rules that the Pirate Alliance likes to employ. Namely, that of human trafficking and killing your plunderees.
It's a bit of a rebellion.
It would seem.
Quite the timing.
Well, there's also a third party that seems to have inadvertently stirred things up over there.
Oh, really? Any given names?
We're not sure, but we know the ship. We've seen, it's been seen, and the title on the side read the Crimson Maria.
Interesting. Well, I do so hope that your other guild members who may be around that vicinity are safe and well.
We've got a couple of pirates on the payroll here, whom I haven't had the chance to ask about more details, but if you're that interested, the second I have any information, I will relay it to you.
That would be lovely.
Fantastic. Well,
She'll stand up. I may as well go back to those idiots.
Enjoy your shopping, love.
I'm sorry. Oh, and one more last thing. If you see Callum before you see me again, give him my regards, please.
Of course, love.
Thank you.
Oh, what's that ship called again?
Crimson
The
Maria.
Crimson Maria.
Thank you, Ryan. I love this show. Love it for more. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Annalise, you're silent.
No, I'm telling you, this is a very important helm that I have a very specific reason to get. It's going to be very useful. You just wait and see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's gonna be
totally
important
believe
ring
you.
of fire resistance, isn't it?
How are things going?
Just that's what Esmeralda comes back to.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what you meant to grab.
It is. For your information,
Did you get
it is.
Did you get the goggles, like I told you?
After I handed them to her, yes.
I found them on my own.
You grabbed the helm and not the goggles.
I wanted both.
You didn't
Obviously.
grab both. You only grabbed the helm.
Well, if you had given me a minute, I would have gotten the goggles too. As you can see by the fact that I have now bought both.
The only reason you bought both instead of just buying the helm is because I handed you the goggles.
I imagine
I was about
my
to-
sibling are just having a kick out of this.
Oh yeah, they're just
On the
dying
side
in
of my
the
head.
corner.
And I just turned to Vontharn. Vontharn, is there actually anything of value here? Please, tell me.
I'm
She
gonna
basically power word laws the list.
I'm gonna buy the gloves of thievery, the invisibility potion, and the strength potion. And that comes out to like 2,000 something gold.
How much do I have left? Oh, I have a good amount. Oh, you bought the potion of invisibility. All right.
And the potion of strength.
So for the potion of strength and for the gloves of missile catching.
I'm buying that. I'm buying the strength potion for you.
I have the funds, but I suppose sure. And the gloves of missile catching. I forget how much that is.
Let Willow express her love language.
Saves me gold in my pocket, so I really don't care.
Wow!
You insist, darling. I'm not one to turn you down.
I took the 2,050 gold out of my funds.
Well, okay, so the potion and how much for the gloves of missile catching?
I believe they were 450, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Vontharn, double check me.
I think it was like 450.
The missile snaring, 450 gold pieces. What else?
And the potion was the only thing I was thinking of.
Was the potion strength, which Willow was buying.
And then she got the potion of invisibility.
It's greater invisibility, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll take that. I mean, no, she'll buy it. You know what I mean? I think that's all.
Willow bought that too.
The
Willow
only one
was-
I'm finding is potion of invisibility and not.
So there was a standard health potion, a potion of water breathing, a potion of greater invisibility, potion of gildness, and potion of strength.
Yeah, I made most of those up on the spot,
And
so you're probably not going to find them in the thing.
and the glibness and the healing.
Yeah.
So just put a custom item, potion of greater invisibility, 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the potion of glibness and the potion of healing.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't get a price for the potion of healing. It was just a standard healing potion. The glibness was 650 gold pieces.
Okay.
So standard healing potion is like what, 2d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
I'll take the
Right.
glibness and the healing actually.
So 2d4 plus 4 potion. I'd say that's probably 150 gold.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me. I don't know about you guys.
And then Willow bought the potion of strength. So potion of invisibility, potion of strength. And you said you were also going to get the gloves of thievery?
Yeah, I've already got them.
She's getting the thievery. I'm getting the missile catching.
Okay.
I'm getting a helm of.
I maybe should.
Esmeralda actually would really like that because she can comprehend languages, but like only as a spell. It would save her a spell slot. But I mean, if you want
But
it, go ahead.
it looks dorky as fuck.
Yeah.
It is not at all your aesthetic.
Nope.
Did anybody get either of the cloaks? I know we
Um,
were interested in that, but did anybody get one?
let me...
Oh right, how much
double
is
check.
that actually? I forgot.
The
Which one?
cloak
The brimstone.
of...
The
cloak of Mont Blanc?
Mont Blanc.
Cloak, cloak of Nightcrawler was 1333 gold pieces.
Was there another cloak? I'm sorry.
Cloak of
there's the
Manta Ray
Cloak
was
of Manta
306.
Cloak of what?
And
Manta
Manta
Ray.
Ray.
Oh, Manta Ray.
I was thinking of getting the cloak of Manta Ray.
I was thinking about getting the cloak of
Montebank.
Montebank. I mean, that would pretty much run me pretty dry, but it might be useful.
Yeah. And if we can scrounge together 250 gold pieces, that'd be really cool for our circlet of blasting. Doesn't require attunement, so any one of us could really use it. Unless it's specific to a certain type of magic caster.
Yeah.
No, really? Nobody wants the tentacle rod?
As if I need to.
Oh yeah, what?
I will
yeah,
murder you.
So there
in
was
your
a tentacle.
sleep.
So there was tentacle rod and immovable rod then, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you spell the glib potion? Am I
Glibness.
glib, but that's why I'm not finding it.
Glibne. It's not a real potion.
Really?
I made it up.
Yeah. He has to homebrew that.
Okay.
He's giving himself more work.
So just
Hmm.
+5 to persuasion and deception for 1 hour.
Okay.
So just make it a custom item that you have in your thing.
+5 to persuasion for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And deception.
And deception.
Alright, got it.
Oh god, where
And,
is it?
okay, so the cloak, 1330.
1333.
Oh,
1333. Yeah. Cloak of
That's
Monterey.
right. I might get.
Oh yeah, how much was the helm of telepathy?
463.
Okay. Because the cloak of Manta Ray, I think I will go and get.
I think I'll also
Okay.
get the Montebank.
Cloak of Nightcrawler.
Cloak of Bald Mountain.
All right.
Mark off the gold and
I
put it in
do
your
that
inventory.
right now.
Shopping episodes are great.
Well, I mean, especially right before we're about to do some real fricked up shit.
Yep.
We're trying to end by 10:30 or 10.
Hopefully, 10:30 is my max.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even if
Around-
10:15, we can do 10:15. 10:30 is my max.
Okay. Well, we're coming up on a pretty good spot to end anyway.
Yeah.
I think so. We'll probably try for 10.
10? Okay.
We got about 20 minutes on that.
So it was 306 gold. Alright, so inventory.
Manage inventory. And cloak of battery. Back to the appointment. And then
Right then.
oh, that hurts the coin pouch. But
I
it's
know,
okay,
right?
you guys
It is
go.
mine too, but like, I'm very happy.
Oh, I cannot wait for that money to come in a couple weeks. To split up with the party. And split between the party members. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna have a little bit of income coming in a couple weeks or so.
Oh, wonderful.
Not a bit of income, because technically you're double dipping on this particular assignment.
Technically, yes. Well, we found.
I don't
We're
know.
not going to talk about that, though.
You're collecting.
We don't know who the quest giver was.
What do you mean? Oh,
Well,
for,
no,
ye-
like-
yes. Oh, yes. Right.
No, you know, it said at the bottom of the sheet. It was the barony of Farland.
Oh.
So you guys are double dipping on this particular request. You guys are going to get paid for not only completing the quest to find Tora and Bravlin, but also the quest to find Tora and Bravlin. You accepted the same quest twice!
Well, Vontharn
Vontharn-
accepted that quest. She did not accept on
Yeah.
behalf of the kingdom.
No.
Yep.
That Vontharn did that separately, like before she was given the task by
Uh-huh.
Deck.
I know.
So
Wonderful.
I know. You guys are double dipping on the same quest. You guys are gonna get paid twice. Unless you shut up.
If you shut up, that is.
we're not going to say anything on the matter.
No. Right then. So, how do we want to proceed?
Wow.
Yeah. Go and destroy an
plans.
opulent.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Guys, we're just gonna maybe. I mean, I can't stop you guys from going out and trying to destroy an obelisk on your own, but I don't recommend it.
Not at least not without a solid plan.
Yeah, please, don't get my sister killed.
I'd rather not lose any more of my brother than I already have.
She looks at
Okay.
the arm again.
Fine, just lay her
He
off
just
the kill.
waves the empty sleeve at you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right then. So,
Okay.
but both
When we
of
get
you-
back
So
up to
we
the
should-
surface, I need to get you something.
We should go with the rest of the camp, regroup, and battle plan, essentially.
Mhm.
I agree.
Well, didn't you guys want to try and search the camp for a druid or something?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
Irish again.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Unless we can find a druid in here.
Oh, speaking of, did Vontharn happen to run into spot just out of the corner of her eye or anything like that as we're all reconvening and about to make our way out of the tavern, like Pipik or anything like that? Pipik or any of his group members, or maybe even a druid or two. Someone that looks like they could be doing druid stuff.
Make a perception
In
check.
the tavern?
Yeah, in the tavern.
Yeah, there are druids that exist that aren't your sister.
Really? I don't know.
uh,
No, I'm just saying, if we're trying to get them to grow in the caverns, they wouldn't be able to
alright,
leave
well,
with us
well,
to
they
go
may
do
be able
that.
to cast
Right, but-
something.
Yeah, they might be able to give us something or something.
Yeah.
Something or something.
What was the roll?
Something or something.
16.
16.
16.
Roll up.
So,
You look around and there are a couple people that might
be particular, it's hard to tell just by looking at people, but you go and you ask around, hey, is there any druids in the house?
And one person does end up raising their hand. This is a person who
They have a sort of deer hide skin cloak.
Mhm.
It looks pretty well made, actually, and they're sitting at a table with two other people.
Okay.
One of which is a
young halfling, by the look of it,
with a huge sword leaning up against the chair they're sitting on.
Probably either a barbarian or a paladin or something of the like.
and then the other one is seems to be an orc of some kind. Light green skin,
Tusks as usual, but probably about a half orc, not the same.
size as a full orc. The druid in question, though, seems to be a full-blooded ogre. This dude is tall, and he just looks down at you.
Hello. Hello.
I'm a druid.
Hi. My name is Vontharn. What's your name?
Fuck, blank. Scarrow.
Good to meet you, Scarrow. I was looking for someone of your capabilities to see if there would be a way to make some seeds that I have grow very quickly, like within a day,
Whoa.
into full plant.
Can I see the seeds?
And on the table, she will. She's not going to take all three of them out. She's just going to take one of these out.
This is for a giant pumpkin.
You hand it to him, and like in your hands, it's like this big. He grabs it, and it looks like a normal fucking pumpkin seed in his hands.
And he just looks at it. And he waves his hand, and his eyes flash with a little bit of green energy.
I also have a pound bag of smaller versions of these.
And she pulls out she goes into like the 1 pound bag and pulls out a small handful.
And he waves his hand, and the green flashes again.
Eating some of those will give you the ability to one of those. Yeah, one of those will give like 1 minute of animal talk. Oh,
And he
not
hands
animal,
back the
plant.
giant seed.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't know exactly what will happen if I increase the growth rate of these particular seeds. But I do know that the smaller ones are basically the same as the big one. So if you want to try and see what happens with one of the smaller ones, I assume you don't have many of these big ones to be testing things out with.
That is, the big one is just one of 3. And there is a plan to use the bigger ones as distraction. The smaller ones, they're very tasty when roasted and give the ability. And one seed gives 1 minute ability of talking to plants.
Interesting.
We found that out by accident. Otherwise, they're just tasty.
Right. You're the ones who come in through the Vardo, right? That's your group?
Yeah.
Aurelius.
Yeah.
The half-elven
One that was standing next to him.
I thought you said halfling, not half elven.
There's a halfling and a half-elf.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? Could you get us into the space that they're trying to allow us?
Well, there's a couple of different ways I could handle that. Teleportation would be the most straightforward, but there's also a plane shift spell that I believe would work. How would each of those... What would you need to make those work? Well, first and foremost, I need to know where I'm going, which I currently don't.
Vontharn would power word law description of where they are at currently.
Right. That was helpful, but maybe I could just go look out the door you came in.
If that is something that can be done, yes, follow me.
Yeah.
And you go, you open the door, and you see, and you all see outside into the
Shanty town that is
the refugee camp. All right. Well, Scarro, Blinky.
Is Blinky the halfling?
Yes.
Okay.
And he grabs both of them.
And what's the orc's name?
The orc is Scarro.
No, that's the ogre.
Oh fuck! I said half orc, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh well. The half orc is
I mean, it's fine if he's half elf and half orc.
Sure. You know what?
Okay.
We'll go with that. Half elf, half orc.
I thought I said half elf the first time, and I don't know why, because I'm
No.
stupid.
I mean, I have a half elf, half orc NPC in my campaign as well.
Anyway,
She's an amazing brute of a woman.
he grabs both of them and they disappear from inside the tavern, and then they reappear outside the tavern, and you just kind of walk out and.
You know, that's really a kind of a waste of a high-level spell having to do it that way.
I mean,
Oh well. Nope.
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
always
go
come
see.
back. I mean, you can always come back inside through the bardo, take a rest, and then come back out through the bardo.
Right. Well, we're going to go look around the shantytown, see what's up around here. We were between missions anyway, so
Don't venture too far because there's a lot of bullshit, and
Right.
it's best for you to not stray too far so you don't get captured by all that's going on in there.
We were just going to look around the town.
Just this little town over here. Get to know people, or
No. But we're between jobs at the moment, so... And this place looks like they could use some adventurer help. So
yeah.
we'll call each other around here for a while.
Don't stray too far so that way we can fill you in on what's going on.
Sure.
And whatever you do, if you see
And him
anybody,
and Blinky are just walking off.
Did they actually do anything with the seeds?
No, I got
Scarro
the
stayed behind,
Scarro's the
Okay.
one who's the druid.
but the half orc, half elf, and the halfling. That's a mouthful.
Scarro.
Just walk off to explore the town.
Scarro. The reason why I'm saying for your friends not to wander too far, there's elephants and mind flayers and
brief power word law, the situation that's going on.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, and I don't know. I don't want your friends being unawares.
And he puts a gigantic hand on your shoulder, which basically just
Encompasses you.
and he just, don't worry. We've fought plenty of things like that in the past, and those two can take care of themselves.
So
But let's get to know your seeds, shall we?
Okay.
And he just gestures for you. He walks you a little outside of the town.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then are Tora and Rosalind just doing their thing with everyone else, or?
Oh, they're following. They're
Okay.
like, what the fuck is going to happen? I need to see the shenanigans. They haven't had much time to really just be the terrors of Twinspire.
Okay.
Recently, because they've been in leadership positions and fucking guiding refugees and actually being mature adults for once in their lives, they have not had the opportunity for shenanigans in a while. They're in
Speaking of
for it.
shenanigans, who wants to join in on these shenanigans? Ladies.
We're
I'm
gonna
very
do some
confused.
things with the seeds. I found a druid that can
Wait.
help.
Are we doing the this now? I thought we were waiting.
Well, we're just Scarro and I and Roblin and Tara, we were gonna go see about these seeds to see what can be done. If any of y'all want to join us,
Are you using the large ones?
so
You know what?
we're basically testing with the smaller ones.
Oh, sure.
I am
Sounds good.
morbidly curious at this.
So do you all join in on this then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joining the
Shenanigans!
All right. Well, you walk just outside of the shanty village, closer to the aquifer, and he gestures for you to throw a few seeds on the ground, and you do.
Mm-hmm.
He then takes his staff and he puts it in the ground, and he sits there and he hums as a slight green energy kind of comes off of him. And an hour of this goes by, of him just kind of sitting there and meditating. And then the seeds start sprouting out of the ground. And then they explode into vines, and like these pumpkin creatures come crawling out of the grounds, and they all like scatter around, and that is where we're gonna pick up next week.
I think that went great.
Hey, look, we got more seeds.
Oh, we're gonna have to clean up this mess, aren't we?
I'll get a presentation. That will be fine.
These are living creatures. You can't press the digitation of them away.
No, I meant clean up the mess that we're gonna make of them.
Oh, all right.
Smashing pumpkins.
Annalise's one of Annalise's favorite pastimes.
Yep. It's a great
Smashing.
band.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great band. They have good music.
Yep.
All right.
Good
Well,
marker.
that is going to be fun to deal with. We're going to be going right into a combat phase the next time we meet up
Yeah.
for TPK. So have
And-
fun with that.
And it's basically the 1-year anniversary from when we went to the pumpkin patch.
Pretty much.
you know,
God, it is,
Almost.
Isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
almost.
welcome.
Oh god, I kind of wish we waited for the Halloween episode to do this now.
Well, we
Well, we
could
could
go.
Our
to-
Halloween episode is gonna be
We could
the
go.
30th, I believe.
We could go to.
That's same day as last
We
year.
could go to Barovia.
Yeah.
You could, but we're still in September, guys, not October.
Well,
Yeah.
we're already
Maddie's like, let me have some time.
We're already
Shit.
halfway through September at this point. And besides, like, the large pumpkin seeds could be saved for the Halloween episode.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, I mean, hopefully we're using them before Halloween.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see
I
when we
wouldn't
get
mind.
there.
Yeah.
We just have to make sure one of us imprints on the pumpkin so that way they know we your mama.
Oh, I don't like anything that you just said right now. Anyway.
Nope, I'm done.
Oh god.
Well, anyway, look forward to seeing some pumpkin-based shenanigans next time W.W.A.T.L meets up, and we will learn more, hopefully, about the Citadel of Lidless Eyes and the creature that controls it, along with the 3 generals and all such things. So until next time, good evening, and don't let the bears bite.
Don't let the
Don't
bears
let
bite.
us bite.